And oh boy, is emulating things fun trying to figure out. I just learned how to make bin files work, and then I realized the bin file I download is actually a .bin.ecm. So now I've got to turn an ECM into a bin, and then a bin into a CD image.
What the hell?
What the fuck is going on? Can't someone just have a working ISO of Spyro?
Did you try Koram?
Not yet. I tried Emu Paradise.
I usually get my PS1 ROMs from Koram.
The problem is, I think it's going to be the same ROM because it's the 1.1, which is the one I've been trying. But let's see.
Yeah, Tyler was supposed to help me figure out how to restream yesterday, but he forgot about it and started streaming himself, so I couldn't interrupt that. And while I was waiting for him to finish, I ended up falling asleep. So I ended up trying to figure out how to do it by myself, and I think I got it working, but I don't know the first thing about using Twitch. So I have streaming to Twitch disabled for now.
I mean, Twitch itself is not really all that... Like, on its own, Twitch is no different from YouTube.
Well, I don't really know how to really set it all up, though, and it doesn't seem like there's a way to stream privately to yourself. I looked for the option, too.
Yeah, I don't think.
Okay, so can you take a quick look at the stream to make sure that it's working?
I have it up already.
Oh, tell me how loud this is.
The actual game audio, you mean?
Yes.
It's a little quiet.
Alright, let me try turning it up. And Tyler's here.
I'm here. I got caught up trying to do something. I apologize. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Si, senor.
Okay. Now, what's going on with your stuff here?
What? That is such
Well,
a non-question.
Well, because of you have this big wall of text here that I have to read.
It's not a wall of text. It's text that I sent you periodically over the last hour.
Yeah, but yes, Twitch doesn't allow you to stream privately. That is true, and I do know that. That is true. Yes, and as for getting chat in the stream, I figured out an easy way you can do it. If you just use the Streamlabs OBS versus your normal one, you can actually import all of your stream settings into that, and that has a browser source option available, and you can just use it there.
Okay, Kaze, how does that sound?
Better.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, but Tyler, did you forget that you were supposed to help me set all that up yesterday?
I didn't think it was of a huge importance to do. That's why I didn't really worry about it. I'm sorry. I also got caught up in streaming myself that day too because I wanted to stream yesterday, so I apologize. So you actually wanted to get started like yesterday? You said you wanted to get started.
That's what I told you on Saturday.
Okay. Well, you could have started without it, just starting out, and then we could have just taken care of it, later if you wanted. But,
I wanted to have the restreaming right there from the start, right there from the start of the series, you know?
Okay.
But I got a Restream.io account, And
Yeah.
I tested streaming to YouTube and Twitch at the same time earlier, and it seemed to work.
Okay.
But
All
I
right.
have Twitch disabled for now since I don't have everything completely set up.
Okay. Well, I mean, because you're the only thing you're missing is the chat, right?
Well, and actually setting up my Twitch page to, you know, kind of look nice. Because right now, my video feed is just this tiny little box in the left quarter of the screen.
What?
That's what it looks like on my dashboard.
I don't understand.
We'll worry about it later.
Okay.
I wanted to get it done earlier.
Well, I wasn't available to do that. I'm sorry. But you could have called me at any time yesterday. I was on most of the day.
I fell asleep waiting for you to finish streaming.
I only streamed for 3 hours. So.
I got home very shortly before you started, so
Okay.
I was waiting the entire time. And I
You
fell
also
as-
could have just came into my stream and asked.
You were playing a game I didn't want to see spoilers for.
Well, I'm sorry. That's what I'm mostly going to be doing, is playing games you probably don't want to see spoilers for.
Well, we start in 2 minutes. Kaze said he's been trying to figure out how to emulate Year of the Dragon.
Yeah, it's given me a hell of a time.
What's wrong with it?
For some reason, the 1.1 ISO just stays on the menu. It doesn't respond to controls.
Okay.
Then I downloaded an ISO for the European version, and it was actually a .bin.ecm file. So I have to convert the ECM to a bin, and then the bin to an ISO. So now I'm going to Cool ROMs, and I'm trying theirs.
Kaze, Jacob Allison tells you to get dressed.
Okay, well, if you absolutely want to get it set up, I'll have some time after today to do it, so we can get everything set up for you. I apologize for not being there yesterday. I'm sorry.
Okay. 'Cause I ended up doing nothing yesterday since I fell asleep.
Well, just keep in mind that if you ever want to get a hold of me, again, if I'm streaming, just come in, just pause the stream and just chat, just ask in the chat or something, or just call me. I'll still be available. All right?
Well, if I pause the chat, then I won't know if you're replying to me.
No, you can't pause the chat. You pause the video.
No, I mean, that's what I meant. If I pause the
Yeah.
video, then I won't see you reply to my message in the chat. Because you're not going to type in it.
Well, again, but I spent most of the time, about 2 hours of the 3 hour run I did yesterday was just grinding in the opening area. So, like, you wouldn't even have been spoiled anything anyway.
Oh, how could I have known that?
Could have asked.
Oh, anyway. It's
Yeah.
it's 3 o'clock, and I have done a lot of farming since Saturday. If you look at the stream, you can see I have 30 soft humanity, which I earned entirely just from helping other people with bosses.
Good Christ.
I also have about 30,000 souls left over after buying the maximum number of standard arrows, over 200 large arrows, and a 4 stack of titanite shards, which I'm going to be sharing with you guys. I also got all of my main weapons to +5, which is as high as it can go with just shards. I forgot that's how it works in Dark Souls 1.
Who's
Yeah,
Jacob
'cause then
Allison?
you got it. He's a friend I met on Second Life and has essentially become my big brother.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
He that's how he treats me, and it works. So, woo.
Okay. So what's our plan for today?
Wait, that's not the guy whose OC is Sam, is it?
Shush.
Did you show him the commission work you had of?
Shush. Shush your face. Shush.
Okay, so today we're gonna be doing Lower Undead Burg. We already unlocked the shortcut from here to there, so let me just get myself over there. Yeah, but
That's it.
sorry. I was gonna say, I'm started using the Claymore since it basically has the same exact moveset as the Black Knight Sword, which I didn't get, sadly.
Yeah, it's a low chance.
Do you just want mine?
But you're not gonna use it?
No. As much as I want to, because goddamn, if it's not my favorite sword ever, but like, I don't want to just use the same sword again.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, I think I might stick with the Claymore this time, because the Black Knight Sword, not only can it not be ascended, it can't be enhanced with resin either, so there's that.
Okay.
So, okay, let me get my password on.
Oh yeah, I gotta run over there too. Let me rest.
Okay, today's password is iron, all lowercase.
Iron?
Yep.
Okay.
And yeah, Jacob, PJ, the one streaming, is the one that drew that.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good artist.
But PJ, again, I am really sorry that I didn't help you yesterday. I am sorry. I hope you don't hate me.
So what's the password?
It's iron, all lowercase. And Tyler, I was pretty bitter about it, but since you apologized so sincerely, I do feel a lot better. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. I didn't mean to fuck with you that much. Because the thing is, I think one of the reasons. Here's the thing.
Oh.
When I was talking to you before, I thought I made it kind of clear that like I thought we were kind of like still iffy about it, so I wasn't sure we were actually going to do it. That's why.
I think I've learned that I don't really like working on technical software stuff when you're over at my house, because what it ends up being is just you sitting at my computer, messing with things, trying to get them to work through experimentation, and me just sitting there doing nothing.
Okay, that's fine then.
This is why you need to learn how to just
Communicate.
idle on a cell phone for a little while. So that, like, that stuff can happen, and you're not just like,
My sign is down. You should be able to see it
Yep,
soon.
already got it.
Okay.
Summoning Phantom. I better switch to the spear. There's gonna be a lot of really fast enemies down here, and I think some of them can cause poison. So I got my shield and my spear.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
My sign's down around the same area.
Yeah, by the way, I killed so many Balder Knights and I wasn't able to get the pieces.
the arms.
Yeah, the arms. But
Yeah.
by the way, I want to explain a couple things real quick since we're waiting for Kaze's sign to show up.
Yeah.
Oh, do you need the gauntlets? Because I have those.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, I would like the gauntlets, please.
Okay, well, I never really talked about the stats in this game. Vitality is just your HP stat. It boosts your HP faster than just leveling does. I forget if leveling increases your HP at all, or if you need... Oh, there's your sign. Okay, then. But regardless, Vitality gets you the most hit points. But hit points stop becoming important in New Game Plus, since almost everything can one-shot you from that point forward. So it's better if you just learn to be defensive. So I'm not going to be increasing Vitality all that much. Attunement is the stat that you increase to get more spell slots. That's pretty simple. Endurance is for stamina and equip load, very important for all builds. Strength is for strength-based classes. Dexterity is for dex-based weapons like rapiers and scimitars and stuff, and also for ranged weapons like bows. So, a lot of people think it's the most broken stat in the game, and that you shouldn't even bother with strength. Just use dex weapons. But there is something to be said about strength weapons too. They have better poise break. Resistance is the dump stat.
The reason why resistance is a dump stat is just because almost everything else you raises resistance anyway, and basically it just does it in smaller increments. So raising other stats will basically give you the same effect as raising resistance anyway. That's why.
There was
Doesn't
one...
it soft cap at 20 also.
Resistance soft cap's very, very low. And all it really helps you with is dealing with this one poisonous swamp area that if you have enough antidote moss anyway when you go down there, it's not a problem. Poison is weak in this game compared to the others.
Which I imagine using certain grinding methods, we will have stacks of the stuff.
Oh yeah. Intelligence is for sorcery, and faith is for miracles. That's pretty simple. There's also ascension, there's also upgrade paths that can give you weapons scaling in one or the other. And then there's humanity, which you'll notice the number there is equal to the number in the top left. If you have 10 soft humanity, then it maximizes your drop rate. Well, minus this one ring that we'll get later. Hold on, we need a little powwow.
I had to mute my mic because I went crack hands on my bumper.
I was gonna say also though, Kaze, remember you saying before how you didn't understand why the Baldur's head has the visor up?
Yeah.
Why you can't put it down? The reason why I found out why that is, it's because the set is actually referencing an armor from something else.
Berserk.
It's referencing it's Guts armor, and Guts wears his visor like that.
Why does every game have to reference Berserk?
Well, specifically, it's Dark Souls 1 that they makes tons and tons of references to Berserk in.
Yeah.
I think Miyazaki is just a huge fan of it. Like, the bone row skeletons.
Reference the shit out of it?
What?
Oh, what? The fucking Monster Hunter meets Dark Souls game. What the fuck was it called?
Monster Hunter meets Dark Souls?
The Western fantasy one where you're climbing monsters and just stabbing shit.
Dragon's Dogma?
Yeah, Dogma. It references the fucking shit out of it. They have the White Hawk armor and Guts' armor.
Oh, wow, okay.
Oh.
And weapons.
I wanted to mention a couple more things. Item discovery is that number on the far right in the middle. Normally it's just 100 if you have no soft humanity, but if you have 10, then it rises all the way to 210. So that really raises the drop rate, and there's a ring that makes it even higher. But past 10, all soft humanity does is raise your curse resist up to 30, which is what I have mine at. But curse resist is so dumb, because there's like 2 things in the entire game that cause curse, and it's easy to avoid anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So, you guys, I have gifts for you.
Okay.
Let's see. This
I
first
like
one,
gifts.
this first one is for Kaylin.
Yeah.
And this is for Raspberry Boy.
Titan charts. Well, I've already upgraded all my stuff to 5 anyway, so I don't really need them. But thank you. Anyway.
I had a full stack. I needed to get rid of some so I could pick up more.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so here we go. As for rolling, your rolling speed is determined by your equip load percentage. So if you can equip up to 50 pounds of stuff, if your equip load max is 50, then you need to have under 12.5 pounds in order to get the highest rolling speed.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah, because 25 to 50 is going to be your medium. Anything below 25 is your fast. And you have to have a grand total of 0 to have the fastest roll.
Okay, I'm about to approach this door, and we're about to hear someone start talking.
Somebody, please let me out of here. Somebody, anybody, help me. Unlock the door. Damn, I'm finished. How did this ever happen?
Now, there are some doors that you can use the master key in place of the residence key, but even though they're the same locks that take the same key, this door requires the residence key. You can't use the master key on this door. Makes no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't.
But yeah, you come inside and you see this guy wearing all black, surrounded by bells. I don't know, but you talk to him.
Brilliant. You opened the door for me. Thank you. I'm saved. I thought I might never escape. I am Griggs of Vinheim, the sorcerer of the school. I am much obliged for your assistance. Thanks to you, I may now resume my travels.
Yeah, talk to him again. Make sure to exhaust his dialogue.
Oh, hello. I'm fine. I will rest a while, then return to Firelink Shrine. I have my sorcery, and I will be more cautious next time. Besides, I have an important task at hand.
Yeah, but for Tyler and Kaze, right now, Griggs here just looks like a ghost. They can't hurt him, and I believe even if I aggro him, they won't be able to target him either.
Because we actually figured that this is weird because when I was over at Peach's house, we were playing this together. We ran into this weird event that happened where a player in the church was fighting a phantom, and we had no idea how that was possible because we couldn't log on to him. We could touch him and he'd have collision, but we couldn't attack him. So eventually, through trial and error and through looking at forums, we figured out that the reason that happened is because he was fighting Lautrec.
Yeah. So we had no means of helping him deal with the NPC, and he ended up getting killed.
The only way to tell what NPC it is to know what their equipment is, because they appear like his phantom is just naked, except it has his staff and shield.
What's weird too is his phantom is undead, even though he doesn't appear undead. That's very strange to me.
Well, that's fine, but I just picked up the sorcerer set, which it's gonna look slightly different for me because I'm a female character, I think, but I'm pretty sure that this is just what Griggs is wearing right now. This is his set. So this implies a few different things. Also a sorcerer's catalyst for free.
And also, hello, Jose. Welcome to the stream.
Oh, what part of the game are we in? We've only beaten 3 bosses. We're taking the normal route through the game. We just beat the Bell Gargoyles, and now we're in Lower Undead Burg. But yeah, we find this guy's set down here, and either he had a spare set of clothes that we just picked up from him, or people are locking people from the Vinheim Dragon School, which is where Griggs is from, in this room, and letting them just starve to death.
Which makes sense, because you do pick up that set off of a undead body in a barrel. Like a dead body in a barrel.
Actually, there's another implication.
There is, but we're not going to get into that fan theory just yet. And it involves removed content anyway. So, you know.
No, like I was going to say, based on how we know time is convoluted, there's a chance that that's Griggs's corpse from a different era.
That is also a bizarre possibility. That they're both Griggs. There's a living Griggs and a corpse of Griggs. Or, wait, it could just be his body? Because he is undead. Like us. Is that where he died, perhaps? No, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense, because he would have had to have become undead before coming here. Right? Or maybe not.
Most people do.
Most people do, but there are some characters that don't. Like Zigland. That is her name, right? Zigland?
I don't remember her name.
Their names confuse me, because pronounced correctly, it would be Sieg, not Zieg, but they have a very specific Z when they say it.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's not supposed to, but they say it with one.
Well, there was that one character from Yu-Gi-Oh! Named Siegfried, but it was spelled with an S. Okay, welcome to the hood. As soon as the host walks through here, all the doors are gonna burst open.
Oh, you didn't let me come through the door. Okay.
This asshole hurt me by standing on my face.
That's called a curb stomp.
And also, I don't know if they patched the game or if this was like it originally, but it has shown me one of the effects of me being D-leveled to match you. My maximum health is dropped. There's part of my health bar that's like grayed out with a blue-gray color.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I just picked up the Mailbreaker. That was I forget, I think it's a really short rapier used for draining durability of armor or something. I don't know. But you can also find that weapon pretty early in Demon Souls as well.
If I'm not mistaken, it's meant to be used kind of like a parrying dagger, left hand.
Oh, also, Jose, he's not wearing any armor because of the fact that it allows him to have a better roll if he's not wearing any armor.
Yeah, I'm using a heavy shield, a big old spear, a claymore. If I was wearing any armor at all, I'd be fat rolling, and I don't want to.
The hood is here.
I killed them all.
Where the hood at? It's down here, so let's go kill them.
Here they are. They're dead.
Wait, all of them?
Yeah, I killed them all.
Oh, that was fast.
Well, because they all came out at once, and I just slashed.
Oh, but there's dogs.
The dogs are here. The dogs are here.
Except for the dogs. Well, I didn't. You know, that's mean. It's not mean to kill people. It's only mean to kill animals.
But they're undead dogs. They're gonna come back anyway.
That.
What?
Right. Well, I guess it doesn't really make a difference, does it? Because like, everything comes back regardless if it's a human or an animal. Okay, continue.
Okay, I got the black leather set, which is the set that those assassins were wearing, and a target shield, which I think is just a really good parrying shield.
Which I believe the black leather set is the starting equipment for the thief, right?
Okay, now this, I think it is, yeah. But this is the fog wall to the boss. Not gonna go through there yet. There's some shortcuts to unlock down in this direction first. So, right around this left corner is going to be an assassin. Fuck you.
But the lower Undead Burg is like pretty much the smallest area in the game. I mean,
well,
we pretty much have already finished it.
It's not its own area. It's still part of Undead Burg.
Well, not technically, because...
For boss summoning reasons, it's its own area.
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay. Well, this is the door to the next area, but we get the key from the boss, so gotta wait for that. Large soul of a lost undead. Then we come over here to this tower with a spiral staircase, which I will be dealing with Havel soon. I need to go back and take care of that and get his ring.
Yeah, I do too. Do you know if he takes a lot of damage to fire?
No idea.
If he takes a lot of damage from anything, it would be some kind of bludgeoning weapon.
I'm gonna try fire, because I have a stack of fire bombs.
Oh, this separates the area. I can't walk through this with you guys
well, at
here.
least the enemies are dead.
Yeah, so hopefully the boss doesn't kill us and I can just come straight up here and unlock the shortcut. Because there's something, a few other things in Firelink Shrine I wanted to show anyway. Like, actually go down to the bottom. Because there was an NPC I could have talked to earlier and didn't.
You know what we could do? We could try to go back to the asylum and see if summoning works there now.
Oh yeah, there's that. We can also go back there, but enemies there are pretty tough right now. Well, the one bosses. And there's Black Knights there now too, so there's all that.
Okay. This boss is a bitch.
Yes, this boss is a bitch. I mean...
You want to summon a fourth person?
Well... Okay, sure, why not? Let me turn off the password.
Yeah.
You might want to heal Tyler going into it.
And then... Oh, by the way, I was wrong about the dried finger. It was in the original game. It was introduced in the DLC, and it reset the invasion timer so you can be invaded more often. But now it does. Now it does something different.
Yeah, it was found in a much later area.
Okay, I turned the password off and used the dried finger, but I don't see any signs.
No one's here to... You might have to...
It takes about 10 seconds after the password goes off for things to start showing up.
Oh, anyway, oh, jeez, okay.
Yeah, alright.
Dozen signs just showed up. Let's summon Boris.
Boris!
Boris! Hello, Boris!
Hello, friends. I am very good at the sarcasm. Not.
Okay. Boris! Son, bro!
Boris! Hello, Boris!
Hello.
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 What's he doing? Is he double-handing his fists?
Yeah, it looks like
Oh boy.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, he's not wearing a weapon.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, soon as you go in, you immediately get attacked by dogs, and this big goat demon with 2 swords, and I'm probably gonna die, and I need you guys to distract him while I heal.
He has a lot of health. A lot more than I remember.
Well, we have... No. Roll. I'm stuck in the corner.
Get up the stairs.
Holy shit, I'm running up the stairs.
Yeah.
He has 2.5 times the normal health because we got 4 people here.
He's dead. We got him.
We took him out.
Okay, I get the key to the depths. And I got some other things I accidentally skipped. Oh well.
Also, if anyone knows why the Sun Covenant only has one rank, please let me know.
Well, it
'Cause, like,
has
you can-
it has 3 ranks. It just only has a reward for the first one for some reason. I researched it more last night, and I couldn't find anyone talking about it.
Yeah.
Yep. Which you only need, what, 10 medals?
Yeah, just 10, and then you're done with the Sun Covenant.
Yeah.
Which is fully awesome.
I equipped a Ring of Sacrifice. I have 2. I got lots of stuff on me. I might as well, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, I guess I can take a look at the key to the depths. Let's see. Key opening the door from the lower Undead Burg to the depths. Those banished from the Undead Burg eke out their existence in the depths, a damp lair with no trace of sunlight. Nearly half of the depths form a perilous, flooded labyrinth. Yeah, so Dark Souls is really good at making every area sound like hell.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, so before I can come back and help you guys, I need to go unlock the shortcut. And also meet with that one NPC on the way. Okay, so you come back up this way to where the fog wall was. It's odd that you guys don't have to turn the password off too for me to see other signs.
I think you had to in Dark Souls 3, and they just sort of fixed that. 'Cause it was really annoying.
Yeah, so behind this cage grate of sorts, I don't know, in the water channel, which if you didn't notice, I just wanted to point this out real quick, but the water in here is flowing. And that's because the water channel is at a very, very slight slope, so that it flows in that direction. I forget exactly where it goes, but it comes from... I think it comes from Anor Londo. So Anor Londo basically uses the Undead Burg as its sewers, and then the Undead Burg uses the depths as its sewers, and then the depths uses Blighttown as its sewers, and that's pretty much the pit of the world.
Yeah, the depths are the sewers. Blighttown is the trash heap.
Yeah, hierarchies. But yeah, so we see this undead lady behind the bars, and she's not attacking us, but we can talk to her.
You still have your senses about you. Then why won't you buy some of my moss? I need your souls.
So she's practically hollow already and starving for souls. But the weird thing about this place is that the acoustics are really bad for some reason, and you can't hear her unless you put the camera in her model, or like really close to it. But she sells purple moss clumps, and blooming purple moss clumps, which will be important. But I don't think we'll need to buy any, since there's a great place to farm them very easily that we'll be going to before we go into the depths. She also sells transient curses, which are only useful in one area, and you don't even need to buy these, because you get plenty of them just from being in that area. Rotten pine resin and charcoal pine resin for applying different elements to your weapon. Homeward bones, prism stones. I don't think I've gotten any yet. Yeah, I haven't. Prism stones are useful for 2 things. Marking the locations of fight clubs. Okay, sorry, 3 things. Trolling people. And also, if you drop them off of a cliff, then if you hear a screaming sound, it means the fall will kill you. If you don't hear anything, then the fall won't kill you. That's its main purpose.
Other than being pretty.
Yeah, every time you drop one, it makes a different color at random. And purging stones, which I should probably buy at least 1.
I think she only sells 1 purging stone.
I don't believe so.
No, I just bought one and we're still on her list.
Oh, okay.
I think you can buy infinite purging stones from her. I think it's the humanity she sells that's finite.
Oh.
Okay, then you come down here, and this is the same water channel that goes from Firelink to Upper Undead Burg. You probably remember this door that we passed. Well, now we can unlock it, even though if you look at the door, it looks like you could just as easily stick your hand between the bars and unlatch it.
That would be logic.
Yeah, video game logic. But these are the same characters that can't just, you know, pull themselves up ledges. Now, only Demon Souls characters know how to do that. Okay, so I'm on my way back to the start of Lower Undead Burg to help you guys out.
You gonna summon next, Tyler?
No, my sign's down. You can summon me.
Yeah, I need to put my password back on.
No, shit. Let me go. I almost said
Become human.
humanize.
Humanize yourself.
I'm gonna humanize myself.
I learned some more crazy history facts from Horrible Histories. Like back in World War II, there was actually women would actually, like, since they couldn't afford much, since there was such an economic crisis going on. What was really popular at the time was like stockings. So in order to like make them look like they were wearing stockings, they would take a gravy made with like beef stock. And they would rub it on their legs and make it look like they were wearing stockings.
Wow.
Yeah, that's something they would actually do. And it would last, they said it would last up to about a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alright, my sign's down.
I'll be there in a minute. I just gotta kill my way back.
Okay, so one more thing. You're in the Upper Undead Burg right now, right?
I just dropped into the lower.
Oh, never mind.
Why? What's up?
One thing I forgot to mention was the cheap way to kill the Capra Demon. If you angle your camera just right, you can throw fire bombs over the front wall and kill him without even entering the boss room.
That's pretty nuts.
Yeah. I've never done it myself, but I've seen people do it and they make it look easy. And that's one way to deal with one of the hardest bosses in the game.
He's only hard because of the arena shape.
He's only hard because of the dogs. If the dogs weren't there, then you could pay attention to him from the start.
What's the next covenant that's going to be available to us?
Well, that depends on where we go. If we go straight down to Blighttown and then to Quelaag's domain, we can join the Daughters of Chaos. Or if we go to the Catacombs, we can join the Gravelord Covenant.
Alright. I don't know if we'll be doing much with the Gravelords, to be honest.
Oh, okay, I was just so useful there.
I already handled the rear path, so we don't need to go that way.
Yeah, so did I, so same thing.
Ow.
Ew. Doggo.
Really? Okay, I'm doing very poorly right now. Now, let me just switch to my spear. I'm gonna go on ahead.
Wait. And one enemy here. Oh, this one's actually being tactical. What the? Oh, okay, you fucked him up.
Okay, come on,
Stand,
doggies.
Kid. Doggos. Look at the doggos.
Ow.
Okay, and since we know there's no way to unlock the shortcut now, do you want to go down and just kill those guys?
We'll kill the ambush crew, and then I can handle the rest after the boss.
Yeah, turn off your password and summon someone else if you want.
Oh.
You did buy the dry finger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you spent some time, the last time going to do that.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, fuck, I don't have that.
Rolling upstairs is such a fucking hilarious idea to me. Notice how painful that would be?
Ask Link.
Also, do you like my like underwear? I think it looks funny.
I don't like a lot of things on you.
It would look hotter on me.
Even though you're fucking bright golden yellow, I can still see your green chest hair. Also, I can't move forward.
Yeah, but as you can see, I have 995 standard arrows, 216.
And I have found my phantom.
Oh, what's the name?
If it summons him, you'll see. I love him.
We found a really hilarious name guy last night too. What was his name? The baguette thief.
Baguette thief?
No, what was the name of the wizard guy? You know what I'm talking about, right? We ran into. What was it?
I don't remember.
Like Scrungus Pocus or something.
Oh, Scrotus Pocus.
Scrotus
No. Ow. So, turns out I can't block this shit.
No, you can't really block him. You can't parry him either.
Went up the stairs the other day for a minute. Got back.
Well, we can stagger him.
Yeah, I have to get my stamina back up in order to do that. Stagger! Because I got the heaviest weapon here, so...
Well, the stagger is just relative to how much damage. So.
Well, it's
Yeah,
all...
see, the thing is,
It's also relative to the target's poise. Oh, hello, trees.
what's bad is the fact that like the game isn't really balanced for 4 players very well.
I got his machete.
Oh, nice.
Really? I didn't know
Yeah.
he had a chance of dropping it here.
Neither did I, actually.
Is that really just a regular Capra demon dropped into this room and treated like a boss?
Well,
I
that's
believe it might be.
well, that's the same with the Taurus demon because you
And
got his
actually-
axe. Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, the ones you find later have more health. But you can deal with it then.
Okay, so get your passport back on. Drop your sign. I'll summon you.
Well, he's gotta go take care of his shortcut stuff first while the enemies are dead.
Yeah.
At least that way he doesn't have to fight his way through the lower Undead Burg ever again. Oh, did
Well,
you free Griggs?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I did the first thing I did was free him.
And you exhausted his dialogue?
Yep.
Okay.
Exhausted his dialogue, got his shit.
I already
Okay.
went and bought most of his stuff too.
Oh, just let me know when to put my stuff down.
Go ahead. I'm ready.
Okay.
Are you already human?
Yeah.
I've been human. I hardly ever die.
I'm only human, not your problem.
Yeah, 35,000 souls. But I don't have to worry about being invaded. Although I did learn... Tyler, remember how we were trying to figure out what causes enemies to respawn in your world when you don't rest at bonfires?
Yeah.
It just happens if you die as a phantom. You go back to the last bonfire you were sitting at, you still have all of your souls and humanity on you, but it treats it as though you died and returned to a bonfire.
Okay.
Which is stupid.
Well, you died in alternate reality, right?
Well, but that means that if I put my sign right next to the Bell Gargoyle boss wall, then if I die during the boss, then I had to fight my way back up there to put my sign down.
I'm almost back to the start.
Let's see, what else can I look at in my inventory? Let's see. Orange Guidance Soapstone. Messages transmit to other worlds where they are rated. Also rate messages of others. In Lordran, the flow of time is distorted, and messages allow undead to assist or deceive one another.
Sign is down.
Try jumping.
The way you said that, the fucking delivery on that. Try to jump in.
Illusory wall ahead.
Amazing chest ahead.
Horse butthole.
What?
That's from 2.
Oh, In 2, can you do amazing butthole?
I think.
That's weird. Wait,
Yeah.
so you don't de-level to meet me. You actually
Nope.
stay your same level.
Well,
Okay.
you must be closer to his range.
Yeah.
What levels are you guys normally? Because I'm only level 20.
I'm 33. I haven't played the game nor leveled since the last stream.
You should
I'm
probably.
20. What?
I was gonna say you should probably use that Titanite that I gave you to upgrade your stuff as soon as you get the chance.
Yeah, because I have a +3 hatchet, but
I already got Greg's and stuff too, so yeah.
dog asshole.
Oh, couldn't move for a second. Weird.
And
Come on.
face rolling crowd has arrived.
Die. Where's my money? There's my money. 50 souls.
You already get their items, Tyler, or do you not care?
Oh, I can grab the items, I guess.
That's what I'm gonna call my band. 50 souls.
50 souls.
There's never been a band with any name even close to that. Monetary or otherwise.
I love what they literally fucking Leonidas kick those doors open.
Is that a 300 reference?
Yeah,
Okay, I still haven't seen that movie.
PJ. That movie has been a meme for over a decade.
I didn't know the character's name.
I know.
The only character whose name I know from that movie is Spartacus, and that's because it's the more popular meme.
I don't think Spartacus is in 300.
Isn't he?
No.
Isn't that the movie where the whole I am Spartacus thing comes from?
No, that's from Spartacus.
Oh,
Yeah, that's from the movie Spartacus, yeah.
I didn't know there was a movie called Spartacus.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen that either. Wait,
I have not seen that one either.
are we going to deal with the assassins?
I already went down to do it.
Oh,
Yeah, they're already dead, so don't worry about it.
Already here, too late.
okay then.
Now I can play with their corpses.
So, the guy who kicks the other guy into the pit, his name is Leonidas.
Yeah. He is king of the Spartans.
And now I don't see any signs, even though I have no password on, so...
You have to use the finger.
Oh,
Yeah.
finger, right. Finger.
See, you.
Just saying that out loud is like, hey.
So Leonidas might be cool, but I think I like Michelangitis better. He has nunchucks.
I like this guy. We're gonna take this guy. I like him.
PJ, your jokes physically cause me pain. Just letting you know.
What does that even mean? Why do you keep
You're just naked.
You can't tell me what to do. I am a free spirit.
Dave!
Dave!
Just a dude named Dave.
Just Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Well, I always get so worried when I see people do that animation. It makes me think they're BS-seeing out.
Never seen that. Dave.
Go through, go through.
So much. Okay, Tyler, back off. Get you. Can't hear you.
Wait, why can't I hear you guys?
I don't know, Tyler got really quiet there for some reason.
Well, I don't know. For some reason, I couldn't hear either of you guys.
Well, we can barely hear you.
Like right now, you can't.
Yeah, you're
Yep.
super quiet.
Like, well, now you're fine, but the longer you talk at a time, the quieter you get over time.
It probably has something to do with the actual game being somewhat loud. I'll turn it down.
Yeah, I actually think that is a thing. Because I've noticed if I'm listening to something when someone talks to me, for some reason, one or the other will purposefully drown the other out, or like turn my mic off.
Yeah, because I don't have noise reduction on my mic, so yeah.
Yeah, now your volume is right back to normal.
Yeah, see, as I just turned the game down. So if it's too loud, it can make it hard to hear.
For some reason.
Yeah.
Programming.
Okay, well, all three of us have defeated the Capra Demon, so all three of us have the key to the depths.
Jacob, you shush. You stop that. I know what you're trying to do.
We should probably go and see if we can do anything with the asylum, though. Although
Well,
I doubt they've changed it.
Before I go to the asylum, there is one NPC that I want to meet with in the depths before I return to Firelink. So,
Is it who I think it is?
most likely. Because there's only 2 NPCs in the depths, and then I'm not really worried
Yep.
about one all that much.
Yep. I know who you're talking about. I need to go grab him too. Because, I mean...
Okay,
know.
so, welcome to the dark depths. And you see this one guy right by the stairs waiting to ambush us. Just gonna plunge attack him from like 3 feet in the air. That ain't gonna work, buddy. Oh, everyone else is coming upstairs. They all heard me.
Someone attacking our homie?
We're gonna stop them.
What was that? Was that a noise? I don't like noises. I better go upstairs and kill it.
Why have we simultaneously turned the enemies into gangsters and also Disney characters?
Well, no. The gangsters are the ones with the hoods.
Oh, where the hood at? I get it. It made
Well,
me laugh because
Bandanas.
do rags.
Remember that one trending Tumblr post that was trying to get kids playing Pokemon Go to wear colored bandanas representing their teams?
I
Yeah,
remember that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was great.
that was potentially disastrous in the wrong area.
Also, if you look down there, you can see, well, we didn't get to see it much before, but she already heard us. And yes, it's a she.
Are you fucking with me?
What happened?
Tyler,
What?
you just invaded me.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
I just got invaded by Dark Spirit Raspberry.
What? What? But I'm not invading.
That's not you.
No.
What the fuck? There's...
There's 2 Raspberry Boys?
Yeah, and this one's a fucking pyromancer.
What? Does he look like me?
No.
Okay.
He's
But-
in, like, the Black Iron set.
Oh, okay, but as I was saying, this butcher thing in front of me, it's a girl, yeah. The developers said so. But, yeah, back to the whole Raspberry Boy clone.
Yeah. Is it spelled the same way? Is it spelled with a Z or an S?
With a Z.
What the hell?
Razberry boy.
What? That doesn't make... What? Am I referencing something I don't know what I'm referencing?
Did he name himself that because he planned to be a Red Invader all the time? What the fuck just happened to me?
I don't know, but I killed the butcher lady. Yeah.
That is so fucking weird.
I think the butchers are one-time only enemies. They don't come back.
I legit thought that was Tyler, but no, then the dude in black iron armor rolls up and starts breathing poison at me. I'm like, the fuck are you?
That name has to... Is someone watching us and just trying to invade us with like the same name?
I don't know. I had to get to the text.
No. Well, speaking of names, one thing that I noticed a while back and haven't gotten the chance to point out is a difference between the original and the remaster. And that is that in the remaster, your chosen character name is what displays to everyone else, and not your Steam username.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that is a great thing. And again, that's something that is not mentioned on any fucking update notes.
Holy shit, that was so weird.
Seriously? I'm having trouble with one dog.
You,
Wow.
You would think that Raspberry would be unique enough though for that not to happen, but
Nope. It happened. That shit happened. I had 10 humanity and 20,000 souls. I need to get that shit back. Thankfully, I had the presence of mind to run to the entrance of the depths.
What you should have
Yeah.
had the presence of mind to do was have a ring of sacrifice equipped if you had that much stuff on you.
Well, I wasn't expecting it that... Like, I probably would have fought back, but, like, I was lulled into a sense of what is happening. I literally, like... And the dude stopped fighting, too, like, because I wasn't fighting back. So he just, like, stood in front of me for 10 seconds. I put my shield down, and then he breathed fire on me.
Well, real quick. I forgot this was down here too, so I might as well grab this as well. This chest behind the first butcher lady contains the large ember. You bring this to Andre, and you can use large titanite shards to upgrade your weapons all the way up to +10. Then I'll be twice as powerful. Now there's dogs down here. I'm just gonna shoot them with arrows. Come on. Come on.
I can't even be mad at that invasion. It was so confusing. It's so weird.
was the butcher using the large ember to cook bodies?
I don't know why it had it. You know what? Let's just load these dogs up here. I'll read the description of it in a second. Okay, but yeah, this thick water prevents you from running. So yeah, you gotta be careful when you're down here. Come on, lock onto it. Actually, I'm just gonna go first person. Really? Come on. Nope. Oh, god damn it. Seriously?
Having some poor luck. Looks like you are.
There. Dead. And before I go down into the rest of that pit down there, I wanted to show you guys something. Normally, this model is only up here to surprise you, but if you look up there to the left, you can see a couple of glowing eyes. You can see the other butcher lady before she comes down to get you, and you can shoot her from here. And then she just drops down. And then you can plunge attack her. Bam. Dead. And we got her sack.
I have several questions.
Yep. I'm not exactly sure what the sack is supposed to be. I think it's some kind of butcher uniform. Because we meet another NPC later in the game who wears it on her head. But that's not going to be until way, way later. And then we come in here and Guy is going to start talking.
You. Yes, you. Here, over here. Please, you must help me.
Yeah, over there in the corner is a sane person in a barrel. So, in order to make sure that you don't piss him off, because so many people make this mistake, roll into the barrels to break them without hurting him. There you go. Now you can talk to him.
Thank you. I would have been a sucker without you. Feeling alive. A sudden thing. Thank you. you dearly. I'm Laurentius, of the Great Swamp. Oh,
Yeah, Laurentius of the Great Swamp. This is going to be our main pyromancy tutor, and when we meet him again in Firelink Shrine, he's going to ask us if we want a pyromancy flame, which we do. Now make sure to talk to him again and exhaust his dialogue so that he actually moves. Though I'm pretty sure just freeing him makes him move, but better safe than sorry.
Oh, hello there. I'm fine, thanks to you.
Yeah, that's all he says. So yeah, he did mention something about he thought he would be her supper if he hadn't been freed. And a lot of people were confused for the longest time as to who he meant. Like, there's a female boss further down below that we'll be fighting that people thought it was at first, but it's too far away for it to be relevant to this place. Then people thought that it was another NPC that also appears in that place, which again, is too far away, but she is dressed just like the butchers, so maybe they're part of a cannibalistic organization of sorts. And who knows, he might have even been referring to her. But since we know now that all of the butchers are female, then he's probably just talking about one of these butchers that I just killed.
That does make the most sense.
Yeah. So, there's one more hollow down here that we're gonna kill. That if I can hit it. There we go. And we're done down here for now. We will finish exploring this place later.
So what's next on the agenda then?
Well, next I have to make my way all the way back to Firelink Shrine, so I can talk to Laurentius and Griggs, and then I need to start dabbling in magic. Because my intelligence and faith aren't that high, but I'm confident in my current strength and dexterity levels that I can start raising them.
So, the butchers have a special takedown move. If they attack you when you're out of stamina, they'll knock you to the ground and then hit you. In a very specific animation.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, that was weird. And I got the sack too. And freed Laurentius.
Wait,
So now...
you came back to life? Oh, weird. Huh. Yeah, on our way back to Firelink. So, once again, everything has gone full circle. How many large titanite shards do I have? None. Great. I have 3 chunks, though. Not like they'll do me any good. Yeah, because
I forget what chunks are for.
Chunks
They're,
are...
third material.
Oh.
Yeah, they upgrade you from 10 to 14. And then you need a slab to get to 15.
Okay.
Yeah. Shards, large shards, chunks, slab.
I have so many souls. I should be able to buy most of what these NPCs will be selling me now. Man, we did all that in an hour.
Yeah. Well, it was a very small area, so we got a lot more time to do some more stuff.
Yeah, I imagine we're gonna spend the rest of the time just on the depths for all 3 of us.
Well, I don't think we should go to the depths just yet. I think next we should go back to Andre and go to the forest so that we can start farming for purple moss.
Okay. And it opens the best grinding spot, so...
Assuming we've all bought the crest, which I have.
I can't remember if I have or not. So before I buy anything from Laurentius, I'm gonna go check.
Oh, here's Griggs, so we'll talk to him real quick.
Oh, hello. I regret meeting you.
Yeah, I need to head back to Firelink, so let me get there.
Made it back unscathed. Incidentally,
Oh, also...
Talking.
sorry,
any sorceries?
Yeah.
You're clearly talented.
I stopped myself.
And besides, I owe you. Of course, we will require some materials, but I'm happy to teach you some elementary spells. Are you interested?
Yes, I am interested.
Splendid. Very well. I am pleased to have a chance to give something back. Well then, let's get started straight away.
I don't know how to make it any more obvious that I'm gonna start talking to an NPC.
No, I knew you did. That's why I stopped.
Anyway, yeah, so Greg's is actually the second sorcery salesman available to you. There's another one that I neglected to talk to at the beginning of the game. But if you start as a sorcerer and you want to get extra stuff, you don't have to wait until you meet Greg's. I just never actually went and talked to that guy. So he sells 2 rings. Bellowing Dragon Crest Ring, which just boosts the power of your sorceries. And the Lingering Dragon Crest Ring, which makes certain sorcery effects last longer. Like, I don't think he sells... Well, he sells Fall Control, which I want. That requires 15 intelligence. I'm gonna buy that now. And Magic Weapon. I'll probably buy that too. And a copy of Soul Arrow. That's all I'll buy from him from now.
It's a good thing I checked. I had not bought the crest yet.
May we meet again?
Okay, so we'll talk to the other NPC in a bit. Right now, we're gonna talk to Laurentius, who we just freed.
Well, I see you made it out. Yeah, I made it out safely too. I have my Pyromancer in Great Swarm, so I can usually manage with a bit of care. Oh yeah, by the way, I can share the spells with you. I think you have a knack for it. All you need are the materials. I'll be pleased to help you. Ah, unless you find the magic's unsavory.
I forget how to properly answer this question.
I believe no.
You say no? So you don't find the magic's unsavory?
Yes.
Yeah, wonderful.
Okay.
I'm sure that they'll be of some use, some assistance. Here, first take this.
Yeah, and then it gives you a Pyromancy Flame, which I believe Laurentius is the only person in the entire game where you can get this from. Because there's 2 Pyromancy merchants, and the other one doesn't appear until after you've upgraded this a few times. So, don't hurt Laurentius if you want to use Pyromancy. Although, I think you start with a Pyromancy Flame if you choose the Pyromancer class. But if you don't, this is the only way to get one. Kaze, you picked Pyromancer, right?
Yes.
So you started with one?
Yep.
Okay.
A flame from the Great Swamp. Now you're a fully fledged Pyromancer. Why, let's get started right now.
Okay, he's done talking.
Yes, and pyromancy is one of those things that is a wonderful choice for like basically anyone, because its strength is entirely relevant to the strength of the pyromancy flame itself and not really relevant too much to your stats in any significant degree, which makes it just a wonderful choice for anyone who's not focusing on any of the other 2 magics.
Yeah, all it takes to upgrade it is souls. I just got it to +6. I'm not going to spend any more souls on it right now, though. He also sells actual pyromancies, like Fire Orb is one of the basic ones. Combustion, which is a very, very close range spell, but it's also powerful. Iron Flesh, which used to be incredibly broken, and there's a hilarious animation about it. But they nerfed it, so now it's not as powerful. Basically, it makes you really, really slow and unable to run, roll, or even walk at a normal pace. But it greatly increases all of your defenses. All of your physical defenses, anyway. But the reason that Iron Flesh is a pyromancy is because of the way pyromancy actually works. It's not fire magic. It's life magic. And the reason it's so fire-themed is because everything in the world is governed by fire. It's governed by the first flame. Fire is the source of life. So that's why Iron Flesh affects your physical, fleshy body. Oh, okay. Here's the basic pyromancy spell, Fireball, which is at the bottom of the list for some reason. Gotta buy that. Wish I could buy more than one. But if you start as a pyromancer, you also start with Fireball, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's all I'll buy from him for now.
Goodbye then. Come back if you find anything new.
Laurentius is also one of the few characters in this game that is not a prick. Like, when it comes to good guy characters that people actually like, that people genuinely have a fondness for, they're mostly restricted to 3 people. Zigmeyer, Solaire, and Laurentius. Well, there's also Zigland, but she doesn't get as much screen time, I don't think. She just kind of pops up now and then.
People like Logan as well.
Logan, we'll talk about him later. He's kind of selfish. But yeah, I think if you talk to the crestfallen warrior, he'll say some more things about the new NPCs that have shown up.
Did you see her? That virtuous little maid, complete with followers in tow. They're probably going straight to pillage graves. I've heard enough about a lady for a lifetime. What absolute rubbish, eh?
Oh. Rhea, Vince, and Nico are all here. I probably wouldn't have even checked if the crestfallen warrior wouldn't have mentioned it. But yeah, they're all here. Vince, Nico, and this woman over here praying to the wall is Rhea. Rhea of Thorland. They're all undead, and they were all sent here on an undead mission to kindle bonfires. So they're heading to the catacombs in order to get the rite of kindling. So if you talk to Rhea...
You are undead as well. Then we've no time to fraternize. I have my mission and you no doubt have yours. We must not let this curse overcome us.
And if you talk to her again, then her attitude toward you completely changes and she treats you like shit.
Did I not explain the urgency of our tasks? Or are you so uncouth as to lack such judgment? By the looks of you, I should think not.
Now, she's not trying to be mean, I don't think. I think it's just the way she was raised. She was raised as a noble and she treats commoners like commoners. And Petrus over there secretly hates her for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if we talk to Petrus...
Oh, hello. My guests have finally arrived. I will be departing with them shortly. So, I'm afraid I will be saying goodbye soon. It was a pleasure.
Now, even though he's saying bye, and even though the next time you reload this area he will be gone, the time after that he'll have returned. So you don't have to worry about missing out on the stuff he sells. Vince and Nico don't really say much of anything. One of them doesn't say anything at all.
Yeah, Vince and Nico are strange characters, since they don't really amount to much of anything.
Yeah, the one guy just mumbles. Like he's singing to himself. He's an idiot. and then this guy actually talks, but he doesn't say much.
What have we here? You look awfully raggedy. Times are grim. The least you can do is look sharp. Don't you dare meet my lady like that. You might scare her off for good.
Yeah, the zombie apocalypse is happening, so why aren't you dressed for it? Posh shithead. Okay. And let's see, who else? Right. Now that Rhea is here, I think now we can go down and talk to Lautrec and he'll offer something. Wait, no, Lautrec isn't here.
Yeah, he's not there, yeah. I was gonna say. He wasn't there for me either.
Maybe he comes back after Petrus returns. Maybe. But, man, the window of opportunity is so small.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe he'll be there when I come back upstairs. Because if you come around this way, you'll find some stairs leading down. Careful not to fall off. All new players fall off this ledge at some point or another. And you come down here and you find this big old lift, which I'm surprised you don't have to, like, open it from the other side or something. Because there's this big open door here and you can't even actively close it. But yeah, you step on this. Who knows how the fuck this works? Like, mechanically. You just step on a pressure plate and the chains above lower you down.
Well, I mean, obviously it's a pulley system, but I don't know how exactly the pressure plate locks or even interacts with that. It's even more crazy how it pulls back up. So it must be like on some sort of like, I don't know, because elevators weren't invented until like, you know, there's electricity. So is there something pulling the thing up? Like, does it? I don't get it. It makes no sense.
Well, there was an elevator prototype in the Roman Colosseum in the late 1800s.
True, yes. But how did that operate? Did it still need someone to operate it? I can't remember.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. But
why did they install a prototype elevator in the Roman Colosseum in the 1800s?
For tourism.
That's weird.
Yeah, but you come down here and you see this big sunken city underground. And that hole over there in the corner is the only source of light this place has. These are the ruins of New Londo. Which I'm assuming the ruins of New Anno Londo. But this place has a whole big to-do about its backstory as well. That we'll get into later. Soul of a Nameless Soldier. Let's see anything up here. Nope. But there's a whole bunch of hollows in the start of this area that are just like the ones in the Undead Asylum. They're all really weak, and they don't turn hostile unless you attack them first. So, a lot of people, if they find this place, they think this is the right way to go since the enemies are so easy.
It is not.
And then there's
that guy.
Do you
remember what I did the first time I played this game?
No. What?
I spent the first 3 hours of playing desperately trying to make sense of why the graveyard outside was so fucking hard. And then I found the pathway up to the
Undead Burg.
I was like, oh, it makes sense now.
I have the prompt to touch a bloodstain, but I don't see a bloodstain.
Just touch the corpse, I guess.
Oh wow, that guy. Wow, okay. Yeah, I don't think I ever showed that off. I showed it off in the beginning of the Demon Souls Let's Play, but if you examine... Well, bloodstains show up in places where other players have died. And if you examine them, you see a quick animation that shows you how they died. It's good for warning you if there's traps or enemies ahead, but most people don't even bother touching them. They just prefer to play it themselves.
At least not after your first time.
Yeah, then you come down these stairs, and if you keep walking, you'll just fall off and die, so don't do that. But you turn to your left and you see this little prison cell with a guy just sitting in there. So you can talk to him.
This is unusual. You haven't lost your head. And more importantly, you're free. How on earth? Well, I shouldn't cry. I'm Ricky Vinheim. I was once an established smith. Look at me now. Can you believe it?
Now, Rickert and Petrus are two characters whose armor sets were supposed to be available in the game, but they're bugged content. You can't access them normally without cheating, but they're not even broken. They're not like developer sets or anything. You can hack them in, and they just have normal stats, so it makes you wonder why they didn't make them available in a future patch or something. No opinion on that?
Well, I mean, I was just gonna say they barely even patched to begin with, so I mean, that's probably why.
Okay, well, we'll talk to him again.
Rickard's set is supposed to be the Black Sorcerer set, right?
Don't worry. Knowing what ones are. How about this? I could forge your weapons, albeit with rather minimal tools. I'll show you what made me the best.
No, the Black Sorcerer set is Griggs' set. I mentioned that earlier.
Oh, okay.
You don't actually get Rickart's set.
Well, yeah, I was just trying to remember what its name was.
Also, they really need to add a repair all option. Let's see. Yep, yeah, he can do the same normal stuff that Andre can. Honestly, I forgot that he could do this. I forgot that he wasn't just a sorcery salesman, he's also a smith. So if you wanted to upgrade your stuff right away at the beginning of the game, you can. But he doesn't sell Titanite shards, so you have to earn your own equipment. Materials, that is. But yeah, if you don't start as a sorcerer and you want to get the sorcery stuff right away anyway, then this guy sells it. He sells normal catalysts, he sells 2 basic spells, you can buy another soul arrow. Every copy of a spell you have increases the number of times you can use it, but each one requires a different number of attunement slots. But that's all he really has. There are a couple of embers that you can bring him to use different upgrade paths, but as I explained before, most of the upgrade paths in this game are pointless. Because by the time your character's stats have all met the soft caps, the only useful one is standard.
Goodbye then. Keep your head on it. You really helped.
Not that they're unusable, obviously, because you can still like run with them and beat the game with them, no problem. It's a bit like playing Pokemon, you know? Like you don't have to level any Pokemon except for your starter and just beat the entire game with that every single time. But
oh yeah, and
the real thing is, do you want to have to, like, would you prefer to have just a bunch of different weapons that are different elements, or do you want to carry a bunch of different resins?
yeah, basically, that's what it comes down to.
pretty much. I mean, a fire weapon still has higher fire damage on it than a regular weapon with charcoal pine resin applied, so it's more useful against something that's weak to fire, but against anything else, you're better off using a standard weapon.
Right.
Okay, and this guy is just standing here overlooking this corpse. Or who knows, maybe they knew each other. But he has an S-Dock, which is a great dexterity weapon for the beginning of the game, if you're doing a dex build. I hardly use rapiers myself. And now, if you actually do plan on exploring the area beyond this point, it is crucial that you break this jar, because inside of it are 2 transient curses. Now when we cross this bridge, we're going to start running into a bunch of enemies that cannot be harmed, and the only way to hurt them is to use a transient curse to put a temporary pseudo curse on yourself that makes you capable of hurting them. The other way to do it is to actually get cursed, but that halves your maximum health. So this is the better and more used of the 2 options. But we don't need to go in that direction right now anyway. So, I just wanted to come down here to show you Rickert. Also, if you have the master key, there's a door over here that you can open that takes you to a couple of different areas. If you wanted to play the game out of order, which most people do.
There's a couple items you could get over there if you go down that path, if you wanted to show them.
You know what? Since I'm heading to the forest anyway, I suppose I could. Alright, let's do it. I mean, this isn't something you'd normally be able to do unless you start with the master key. But yeah, you open this door. And welcome to the Valley of Drakes. And already we have an item that we would want to be able to get for a very long time. A large soul of a nameless soldier. So as you can see, it's already worth it. So we're going to start going on the left ledge here. All the way down. They fixed it.
What'd they fix?
Ah, okay. In the original Dark Souls 1, there was a bug where you couldn't see that bridge from this ledge.
Oh, okay.
The bridge would be completely invisible until you crossed this bridge back here.
Alright.
So they fixed that.
That's a weird bug.
Yeah, but if you go over here, you see this big tunnel. You can probably even make out a couple of enemies. Maybe, I don't see them myself. But this is the back entrance to Blighttown, otherwise known as the exit to Blighttown. This is where we'll be coming up from after we've dealt with, after we've gotten the other bell. Normally you go down to Blighttown through the depths, you come up through here, and in the Blighttown exit, somewhere in there, you'll find the key to that door we just opened, and that's how you get back to Firelink. Or you can just use the master key and go to Blighttown right away. Which some people do. Like, a lot of people who started playing the remaster probably started with the master key, went through there, and went all the way down to join the Dragon Covenant. And that's why we've been seeing those dragon summon signs all over the place. At such a low level. But then over here, we come to one of the more famous normal enemies of the game. The Undead Dragon. Who at first just looks like a corpse. But as soon as you pick up one of the items it's guarding, it will come to life and will wreck your shit.
He's actually not that bad, believe it or not.
He's not that bad, but it's very risky. It's very risky to fight him in melee, which is why I brought over 200 heavy arrows. So let's just wake this fucker up. Yeah, run away, run away, run away, because one swipe will kill me. Yeah, that. Oh, his wing knocked me off.
Oh no.
That's unfortunate.
Good thing I had the Ring of Sacrifice. And I'm all the way back in the Undead Burg.
Oh.
Oh boy. What a wonderful day this is.
Dark Souls.
Well, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that it's not that hard to get back to Firelink from here. I also unlocked the shortcut to the depths, so there's that. It's no big loss. I just had to remember to rest at the Firelink Shrine bonfire this time.
That would probably help, yeah. While you've been doing this, I've been doing basic soul grinding so I can buy some nice pyromancies. +5 flame now. Got to buy me some fire orb.
Every single time I see a Gravelord servant sign or a dragon sign, I examine it, fail to invade. I have yet to get any of them to work.
That's unfortunate.
It's just too active. I never thought that could be a thing, things being too active.
Yeah, because you weren't around in the very beginning when the game first came out, so yeah, you wouldn't have been aware of that.
Alright, just gotta get back to Firelink. I also tried farming humanities from the rats in the Undead Parish. I managed to optimize my route so I can kill them as fast as possible. But I only got a humanity drop from them 1 in every 10 runs.
Yeah.
So 1 in every 9 rats dropped a humanity for me. I'm just gonna have to wait until I find out more.
Wait, how do you open the door to Havel? the key for the top door, right? The mystery key? No, the mystery key. The whatever it's called, right?
The master key for the top door.
Yeah.
Or you can open it from the other side.
If you get in through the bottom.
Because I walked all the way down to the bottom, like through the forest.
Yeah.
It's locked. I can't open it.
Do you have the watchtower basement key?
I must not. Where do you get that?
I don't remember.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to go find that if I want to fight Havel.
That's one of the bad things about always playing with the master key is you don't memorize where the regular keys are located.
Yeah. Watchtower basement key, huh? Okay.
It is found after the moonlight butterfly.
Okay.
Okay, so you have to go kill it. Which I totally forgot the moonlight butterfly existed. We could probably do that next.
Yeah, we could.
Oh, hey, Lautrec is here, just as I thought he would be. So let's talk to him now.
You certainly are keeping busy. Care to pay for a useful tip?
Now, this is the only point in the game where he offers you the tip. So if you don't pay him now, then you'll never get it. It's only 2,000 souls. It's always 100 souls times your soul level. So it's never going to be that expensive. Just hope you have the amount on you.
A wise choice indeed. Maiden Thurland and her followers recently arrived in this land, but she became stranded deep below the catacombs. Her followers either fled or were reduced to hollows, leaving Maiden Thurland all alone. Not a bad tip, huh? A nubile cleric would be replete with humanity.
Yeah, and that's his tip. So Rhea and her goons, her bodyguards, all went down to the catacombs. And they either went hollow or fled, and Rhea is all alone right now. So if we come back up here to where they were, then we'll see that the only person who made it out alive is Petrus. Which means that of the three, Vince and Nico went hollow, and Petrus got away.
Oh, hello there. Have you spoken with Sir Lautrec?
I have.
Splendid. In the depths of the catacombs, Milady slipped off the giant's coffin and into a hole. Her two companions are no longer human, and the lass weeps in solitude. Right now, you could do as you please with her. The poor little purebred is entirely helpless.
Yeah, buying Lautrec's tip is the only way to get Petrus to come out and admit his true opinion of the Thorland house. He does not like them. He left them to die the first chance he got, and he's proud of it.
Come again.
Yeah, but his story won't continue until after we go down to the catacombs and beyond in order to rescue Rhea. But that's not gonna be for a long time. Makes you wonder how she survives that long. Time is convoluted.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Let's talk to the crestfallen warrior some more.
Well, what are you going to do? I've already decided I don't really care. I'm simply crestfallen.
No, I guess that's all he has to say now. I figured he would maybe talk about Laurentius or Griggs. I'm pretty sure he does have something to say about Griggs. I don't know. Maybe we'll talk to him again later after the area is reloaded. Okay, so one thing that I forgot to do was I forgot to send the elevator back up on the off chance that I got killed. But yeah, the next time I use this elevator, I'll probably be riding it down again. So, I should probably send it back up this time.
Yeah, once you're done down there, you could just homeward bound back.
Well, I plan on going all the way to Andre's blacksmith this route.
Oh, okay.
And so you just step on the pressure plate and get off the elevator. Come back over to here. Now I shouldn't have left a bloodstain since I had a ring of sacrifice equipped. But once the undead dragon wakes up, he stays awake. He doesn't go back to sleep. And if you don't feel like killing him, then there's a ledge in the back of that little alcove where he is that you can walk up and just drop off the other side, which most people don't know exist. Yeah, so here we are again. Now I don't want to get too close, or he might knock me off with his wing again. But yeah, this dragon, he just repeatedly vomits poison. And it's very difficult to avoid, and when you're trying to kill him with melee, you're almost guaranteed to get poisoned at least once trying to do this. Just hit him in the claw and back up. So I'm just going to use arrows. It's much easier this way. Switch to my heavier arrows.
Fighting him, you know, melee, I've done it multiple times. There's actually a lot more time to avoid his attacks than what it seems, because it takes so long for the poison to come out of his throat and onto the ground. So running back and forth actually isn't that difficult at all. But yeah, arrows are still significantly faster. In fact, but you know, I don't even know why exactly you're doing it there anyway. You could do it from the top of the hill, but I suppose it doesn't really matter, does it?
Well, it doesn't really matter, no. But this is going to take a while.
I like how he has arrows sticking 2 feet out of space.
Mm-hmm.
Why are they floating so far away?
His hitbox must be really fucking huge.
That one just went through him.
What's interesting is how, well, he looks quite a bit better than he did originally. Quite a bit more rocky.
He looks softer, like he's covered in moss.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's some interesting development stories about this dragon. When the designer of the creature first designed it, it was made to look more disgusting, like all maggoty and gross, like the kind of thing you'd see in a Resident Evil game. And the director of the game, something Miyazaki, I forget his first name, looked at it and he said, what was the word he used? He said, "This is not something."
He gave a very general, like a very generic kind of like, you know, because he didn't like it.
I will be right back.
No, he didn't like it because
it didn't fit with the theme of everything else he was going for. Because
that's not quite it. The point that he was trying to make was that it wasn't a relatable creature. It wasn't something that you could look at and feel sorry for, because it's supposed to be a dragon that used to be able to fly and now isn't. And it's no longer capable of breathing fire, and now it just vomits filth. It's supposed to be something that you feel sad for. It's something beautiful that is now lost. And that is what he wanted to convey. And having a bunch of disgusting maggots is just going to make people... You know, it's going to make people laugh more than cry, you know?
Yeah. Because I've heard that story before about the Undead Dragon. It's a very interesting story, because it kind of gives you an insight as to like what Miyazaki-san wanted out of the entire thing and the kind of world that was being crafted. Yeah, but I've forgotten his first name. I've just always known it was Miyazaki-san.
Everyone just calls him Miyazaki. Which must be really confusing for Ghibli fans.
Well, Miyazaki is a very common Japanese name, so it's bound to happen.
Okay, it looks like he's about 4/5 of the way dead. Yeah, this thing has killed me so many times when I try killing it with melee. It's just not worth attempting. This is the safer way. You probably noticed by now that I do differing amounts of damage to him. Like anywhere from 49 to 52. Oh, there we go, he's dead. And for killing him, you get a dragon scale. Awesome. Yeah, but the reason for that is because some enemies take more damage in different places of their body.
Also, a reason why that happens is because range has a drastic impact on damage with bows.
Yeah, the further away something is, the less damage you'll do.
And it's funny, because it's not just like, oh, you do this much, and then if he's this close, you do this much bonus. No, it's like, you do 49 here, if he's like 1 foot back, you do 48. It's like that wide. That's how it is.
Yeah, so the weapon that I just picked up is the Astora's Straight Sword, which I'm going to examine, because this is a unique item. Let's see. Straight Sword of an Unknown Knight, likely one of Astora's superiors. High quality weapon with a powerful blessing. Now it doesn't specify what the blessing is, but this is one of the weapons that you can use on the respawning skeletons in the catacombs to keep them from reassembling. But it's not the same as having a divine weapon or having a weapon that does any kind of divine themed damage or anything like that. But yeah, this is the ledge that we were talking about over here. Like, if the undead dragon is awake, you can just walk up here. And you could shoot it from up here. I don't think it can reach you.
No, it can't.
Yeah, but if you just want to pass it without getting killed, you can just drop off at the side.
The thing is, that actual little hill there, I didn't even know about it until about my, I don't know, 6th or 7th playthrough. I just never noticed it.
I didn't know about it until relatively recently as well.
God, how many times have I actually beaten Dark Souls now? I mean, this right now is going to be like my 10th playthrough of this game. So, that's pretty crazy.
Okay, now you come down here, and you see these, not big, but medium-sized blue dragon-like creatures. These are the drakes. They breathe lightning, and they're not nice. And they're pretty tough to fight, actually, and I wonder if I have any shields that resist lightning better. Let's see. Wooden shield resists 65%. That's the best one I've got.
No, I tried to go down there and slash a few of the dragons, and I don't have nearly enough damage output to take any of them out.
Well, we'll see how I do. I got a +5 claymore. Okay, so the
also,
wood.
for when it's relevant, prowling demons take massive damage to fire.
Okay. Well, here we go. Best to avoid the lightning breath rather than try to block it. Oh wow, these things do have a lot of health. I can poise break them pretty easily.
Yeah, they have very low poise.
Okay, this might have been a bad idea. I'm running away. Yeah, I don't do nearly as much damage to them as I thought I would. Okay, never mind. I'm not going that way.
Yeah, I just walked to the bonfire down below by going through the forest. It's so fast.
Oy, yeah. I mean, I could kill it, I think, with enough tenacity, but too many times just now, it almost knocked me off the cliff with its tail. And there's still like 4 more of them at least that I have to kill to get everything in that area. I don't think I can handle it. So I'm just gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to Andre's blacksmith and go to the forest via that route.
I'll be waiting.
Whew. Okay, so one bad thing about streaming over just recording is that I can't edit out all these long walking back to where I was parts.
Oh yeah, but that's why you should just be making comments about something or talking about something. So, was there anything else you have yet to mention yet?
I probably should have just used the homeward bone.
You could have done that.
Now I have to wait for the elevator to come back down.
I told you that too when you went down there.
He did mention that, yeah.
Well, I wasn't thinking I would be coming back this way, like, at all. I thought I would be going all the way to the forest bonfire. Also, another cool thing about this elevator... Oh, it doesn't do it anymore.
What?
Oh, wait, is it just because this is a wooden shield? Let me try getting a metal shield on. When you're riding on this elevator, you can do the parry animation.
Mm-hmm.
When the sparks appear, that shows you the time frame of your animation of when you can parry an attack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see the amount of frames that the parry lasts for. So depending on how many sparks it makes, like that makes like 3 sparks, right?
Yeah.
Like, so basically it's 3 frames for the parry animation to go through.
I think it's more than 3 frames. There's 60 frames in a second, right?
Now there is. It used to be a 30 frame a second game. But now it's 60, so yeah.
Yeah, come up here. Let's talk to Lautrec again.
That tip I gave you, I heard it from a fleeing old man.
Because you can also test.
All his robes and trinkets won't help him now.
He's done.
Okay. You can also test the whole parry thing on a lot of different objects, just to kind of see the general time that it starts, the parry is.
Heater shield seems to start right away.
Mm-hmm.
Like the instant I click it. Okay, now I'm going to talk to the crestfallen warrior again, right now.
How did that nutty sorcerer make it back? Unexpected. But I suppose stranger things have happened. How did that unexpected? But I suppose stranger things have happened.
It's weird, he says the exact same thing twice in a row for 2 different characters, just he calls them different things. Nutty Sorcerer for Griggs and Old Man for Laurentius. Okay, I'm done talking to him.
Yeah. Well, it's not as though anyone watching would miss anything they're saying anyway, because there is subtitles. So there's that too.
Oh no, but then they miss out on Frog Nation's brilliant voice acting.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I mean, it's not hugely important, because a lot of what they're saying is kind of, superfluous anyway.
Well,
at least when it comes to the Crestfallen Knight specifically.
Well, that is one thing that I forgot to mention, was that this game was made with English voice acting in mind. Like, the Japanese version has the English voices, but I think every version has the English voices, because it's all done by Frog Nation. Because I guess Miyazaki wanted a really Western style setting. Yeah. Accents and all.
Now, another thing I wanted to mention, this is completely random, but you mentioned about voice actors. I had no idea that Dan Green voiced both Yami Yugi and regular Yugi. I did not know that.
He voiced regular Yugi?
Yes, he voiced regular Yugi too. Yes.
What?
Yeah, he voices regular Yugi and Yami Yugi.
How does...
Oh, hey, Keith is here.
Oh, hi, Keith. You didn't know that either?
No.
That's some voice acting versatility, man.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Dan Green voiced both of them. Which is awesome.
Okay. Here I am. Back at Andre's blacksmith. So I still don't have any large Titanite shards, unfortunately, but now we get to meet one of the most famous enemies in Dark Souls. In the first one that most people try to fight, this thing. Its official name is supposedly the Prowling Demon, but most people just call it the Titanite Demon because that's what the item descriptions call them. Up, rolled too early. I am going to die. I am not used to fighting these things. Drink a flask. Careful when they jump in the air, because they will spin on a dime and hit you immediately. Unless they're jumping backwards. If they jump straight up, roll. And for the love of God, don't do what I just did. Don't attack when they're not doing anything, because then they'll do something and you'll get hit. Come on, come over here. Also, the Titanite demons, I'm pretty sure, are blind. If you had stuff that masked your footsteps, then you'd be able to sneak around them a bit easier. Because then they wouldn't be able to hear you. Up, roll.
I think that's true.
There we go. Okay, rolled through that stuff much better. All this rumble in the way, god damn it. Ah, what? Your tail hit me! Also, a cool thing about their design is that flat part of its head is supposedly a Titanite slab. But you... Wait, no, it's not a Titanite slab. It's a Demon Titanite.
Yeah.
Which I think is a Titanite slab that's been, like, corrupted. But you use Demon Titanite to upgrade boss weapons, which we won't be getting anytime soon. In fact, I don't even think we have any boss souls. Because unlike every other game in the series, Dark Souls 1 doesn't give you a special soul for every single boss. Only certain bosses give them.
Yeah, there's no Capra Demon Soul or...
Taurus Demon Soul, no Asylum Demon Soul. I think the next boss we'll be fighting gives a soul. I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, but just like in Demon Souls, boss souls can be used to make weapons. Can they be used to make spells, or is it just weapons in this game? I know a couple of boss souls can be traded for spells. Killed it.
I'm not sure.
I know of only one spell that is... Oh, sorry, one soul that is traded for a spell, and that's it. That's all I know about.
Those two. The final boss of the game can be traded in New Game Plus for a spell at the Sunlight Altar. And the final boss of the DLC can be traded with Snuggly for a spell as well.
Okay.
But those are the only two I'm familiar with, as far as spells go.
Yeah, and Sunlight Spear is brutally strong, even after patches.
Okay, here we are, Darkroot Garden. This place is right next to Andre. So you can come here as soon as you meet him. And these weird tree people.
Also, my sign is down, you know. Right after the demon.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize you'd have your sign there that early.
I didn't think you could put it that early.
Yeah, you can have signs there. Let's see. Do I have my password on? I do. So, where bees you?
Like I'm right by the stairs, should be. Try going into the demon's room and come back out. That'll probably reshuffle it.
Wait, here it is.
Yeah.
It wasn't quite on the stairs, but yeah.
Oh yeah, right in front of it, yeah. So should I wear the sack or should I wear the helmet? What do you think would be cooler?
Considering your character's design, the sack would probably be more preferable. Yes, yes. Praise you.
Praise me.
Okay, so my spear took 4 hits to kill these tree people. So, probably gonna need to use my sword.
Where should I put my sign?
If you want, you can put yours in the pond right after the blacksmith. Because that's where I am right now.
Okay, I'll make my way over. Honestly, you're probably gonna get to where I'm at before I get to where you're at.
Yeah, I'll just get to where the bonfire is.
Yeah.
The secret, super hidden, mega special bonfire?
I need to light it anyway, so Tyler, you might have to dismiss yourself. Okay.
Oh, okay.
There's a tree person hiding in this spot.
Yep.
Wakes up as soon as you pass it. But he's invincible during his waking up animation, so that's lame.
You also can't backstab these guys, I don't think.
No, get away from me. Get away from me. I'm dead.
I
Okay,
can't.
rapidly hit L1 and R1 to get out of grabs. That only works in Dark Souls 1. Every other game you can't do that.
I'm surprised that even works in Dark Souls 1.
It does. It also works on mimics.
Oh, considering you just died, I'll keep coming towards you.
No, actually, he didn't die, actually.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, I didn't die because I knew how to escape grabs.
Okay. Well, running back to my bonfire then.
Alright, I'll dismiss myself.
Which, I should kindle this immediately, because otherwise I'm going to be jacked for Estus.
Yeah, so a lot of people are already aware of the hidden bonfire behind this illusory wall. But for the people who know about the bonfire and not the illusory wall, most of them just walk around this ledge. Because you can do that too.
Yeah.
But it's a lot more dangerous that way, so I'm just gonna... Bam! And light the bonfire. And I think I have enough humanity to kindle it. So.
Yeah, that you might have enough.
Nah.
I don't know. Is 30 a fucking enough?
Okay, so that's kindled. Let me attune some spells. What can I even cast? I only have 10 intelligence and 11 faith, so I can cast biomancy. That's not statistic based at all.
I found a bug that they probably need to get fixed. A new one. If you dismiss yourself from a ally's world as a spirit, you spawn back into your original world with your spirit's Estus, not your original. That's a problem.
Yeah, but I just equipped my catalyst. And I got 2 spells equipped. Soul Arrow and Magic Weapon. Yeah, 5 casts of Magic Weapon. That's pretty damn awesome. Okay, so I'm right next to the bonfire, so you guys can put your signs down anytime. And this right here is where you put the Crest of Artorias. So, might as well put it there now. If you don't buy the Crest of Artorias, then you have to go all the way around. And there's a mini-boss that you have to kill in order to make it up as well. But only once. Okay, here's the sign. There's your sign.
Funny that the glitchy leg bonfire thing still happens.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, I think I almost had it happen. I can't get it to happen for me. Yeah, oh well.
Cheez-Its are great when you're hungry.
You know what? You know what's better when you're hungry?
What?
Fruit.
You take that back.
It has almost no calories, and they're mostly water, so they fill you up without making you fatter.
They have a lot of sugar, though.
Yeah, I see what it goes.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. Nah. Okay, so you come down this way, and if you look to your right, you'll see a small room with an item at the far end. But it's not that great of an item, and as soon as you pick it up... What are you doing?
Sorry.
As soon as you pick it up, a bunch of enemies will spawn in that room, and they'll remain active for the rest of the game. So it's probably better to leave that item for last.
Can these plants be poisoned?
I wouldn't try it.
They're made of anti-poison moss. I hope they can't.
Okay, well, there's a bunch of stuff to do here besides just fighting tree people. If you hug the left wall, eventually you'll find this little canyon here. And there's an item on the ground, but it's guarded. A careful eye will see a couple of vines that look suspiciously like snakeheads.
Also, when you go down that hallway, remember something spawns behind. I remember there's something did. A tree person spawns behind you. I killed him. Yeah.
Oh, a tree person?
Yeah, spawns behind you when you go down there.
Yeah, I totally forgot about them. Okay, now there's more over in that direction, but we're gonna go this way first. Over here is a big tree-like creature, which I forget if it even gives any souls, but you can see it wriggling around.
Yeah, but it actually has a health. Yeah, you can just kill it.
180
90.
souls.
Okay, 180. Yeah, because we get half. I forgot.
Yeah, you only get half, yeah. And you can come down here. And that tree creature constantly reappears in order to get in your way. Oh, we're being invaded.
Nice.
Dank Dragon Man.
Dank Dragon Man.
Okay, well, we better go meet up with him. Let me cast Magic Weapon.
I'm going to try and dung pie him, so be careful. Hey.
There he is.
He's a dragon guy. Oh, is he? Oh, the
He
enemies are
woke
coming.
up the enemies.
That's not good.
He parried me! The fucker actually managed to parry me.
He's got like the super roll.
He has the Eastwood Green Ring on, or whatever it's called. I'm dead.
Yeah.
He backstabbed me from like 3 meters away. And he has a Channeler's Trident.
Yep. I toxied him, but it didn't matter. That's Scar Souls for you.
That's the game. Probably should have taken off that Ring of Sacrifice. I didn't need it. Oh well. Now I'm out of Rings of Sacrifice. But yeah, I can re-summon you guys anytime. I'm still human.
Yep. That's great. Hey Nimheal, thanks for the vote of confidence.
Yeah, I'm sure people love watching me die.
It'd be nice if we could actually beat up an invader for once.
Not all invaders are experts.
Just most of them.
But seriously, Toxic is so great against invaders, though, because not many people like have any resistance to it. So all these dung pies are coming in real handy. I bought 99 of them.
Wow. If I had thought of it, I would have equipped a Lloyd's Talisman real quick and thrown one at him, but it's not like it would have mattered.
No, not with him.
No, he invaded us at just the wrong time. He was able to rile up all of the giants.
Oh my gosh. What?
What a dick.
What a dick. Yeah, let's actually take care of the giants then, I guess. Just in case that happens again.
Yeah, let's get rid of them first. Starting with this one in the front.
Can I force... Oh, no, I can't. I don't think I can force push this guy.
No, you can't hurt them at all until they've completely stood up. And they also have this stupid thing. It's a spell that you can get to that keeps people who are near you from rolling. It's very annoying. I forget what it's called.
Peaceful walk of something.
Yeah, Tranquil Walk of Peace.
Oh, that's what. Yeah, I was close.
Yeah, it just makes people like super somber and like they makes them walk for some reason.
Oh, got the Elite Knight set. Not like I can wear it.
You will once you can get
roll away,
a bell.
roll away.
Oh, I died. That's okay. I'll put my sign right in front of the entrance to the area.
Okay, let's go back and get Raspberry Boy before I wake up anything else.
Is that a sentence you ever thought you would say?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it down right into the area, so don't worry about going back to the.
So in the pond.
Well, right in front of where the fog wall would be, or actually right behind where the fog wall would be, I should say. You should see it, hopefully.
So yeah, I usually like to put my sign right on this little island in the middle of the pond right here. Or puddle.
I get the feeling it's going to be over here.
Okay, well, I'll put it in the middle of the puddle then, so that way you know where it is. It's right in the middle of that little landmass in the puddle. There you go. Do I have my password? Yes, I do. Okay.
Tyler was killed by a tree.
There we go.
Does that mean he got evil deaded?
Evil
No, it means he got Final Fantasy 5'd.
Heh.
Flash.
Alright, here he is.
I'm here.
Raspberries.
Raspberry.
Yeah, but the Elite Knight set is the set that Oscar was wearing.
Mm-hmm.
In the
It's
beginning
kind
of
of
the
the
game.
flagship set for the entire series.
Yeah, that's the armor of the mascot of the game, the generic nameless chosen undead.
Who is
No, I-
also, for some reason, wielding, like, the great sword of Artorias.
Now, I have no idea what, like, causes the one girl to become summonable here.
Oh,
She just...
she's just summonable here from the start.
Not
Which
always.
you need to in order to get the rest of her stuff, right?
But she's not always there to summon, though. I've played this game many, many times, and she's not always there.
Yeah.
Well,
something triggers it. I don't know what.
Well, here's the thing. Did you ever have other phantoms summon at the same time?
Well, that doesn't matter. You can still summon, as long as you don't have two summoned, you can still summon a third.
Oh, that's what I'm asking, though.
Yes, but yeah, of course I didn't. I'm not that dumb.
Okay. Well, second question.
Yeah.
Did you ever defeat the boss of the New Londo Ruins beforehand?
Boss of the New London Ruins?
Yes.
Well, no, because that's the entire reason you want her, is for that. So that'd be pointless to fight them first, right?
It just sometimes she doesn't show up. I think there's a bug that if you have anyone summoned, she won't show up. But hopefully that bug is fixed.
Maybe.
We'll see.
I've never had that problem myself.
I don't know why I just tried to chop that tree down. Oh, because it's a living.
Yeah, it's a living tree. Yeah.
Like I had that urge. I guess
Well,
it
all
was
trees are
built
living, but
a sentient tree.
well, technically, it's kind of a weird. That's kind of a big argument whether trees are sentient or not.
Okay, there's gonna be another giant over here. Or not. There's usually a giant right in this spot.
It's right here.
It's over here. Yeah.
They moved it?
Oh, it's always been there.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it has.
Yeah, it has.
No, it's
Always-
usually guarding the ramp up.
There's one up the ramp.
Yes, there's one up the ramp, but not in front of the ramp. No, I know that for sure.
Hey, come here. Yeah, these things drop green blossoms.
Sometimes, but very, very rarely.
I don't know about rarely. I mean, I used to farm them for green blossoms.
They're fairly common. It's just green blossoms aren't actually all that useful.
A lot of people do use them, though. Because they stack with the Chloranthy Ring and the Grass Crest Shield and all that. It boosts the rate at which your stamina bar fills back up.
Oh, I thought it just like, I don't know what I thought it did, but oh, I thought they were for some reason for bleed resist. That's red moss, right?
That's red moss, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
there should be another giant up here.
There is another giant up here, but the one we just fought down below is usually right in front of the pathway up this ramp at the bottom.
Go back and play the original again, because that's not how it's ever been.
I've played the original a dozen times.
He's honestly like never there. He really is.
Okay.
I love how the giant stone enemies become wiggly ragdolls.
Yes, it is pretty great.
Okay, and this should be the wolf ring. Yep. The wolf ring boosts poise. So I don't get knocked out of, my attacks as much. Because right now I have no armor, so I have no poise. So pretty much any attack interrupts my attacks. But let's just read this real quick. Wolf ring, one of the special rings granted to the 4 Knights of Gwyn. The wolf ring belongs to Artorias the Abyss Walker. Artorias had an unbendable will of steel and was unmatched with a greatsword. And so we find Artorias' ring in a place where we used the crest of Artorias. So, related. And jump. And we're back at the start. Right by the bonfire. Come on, die. Hey, where'd you guys go?
We're heading back to where the boss is. We didn't make the jump across, though.
Yeah, almost every time Tyler tries that jump, he dies.
Yeah, right, so I don't try it anymore.
Still can't one-shot these things. Eventually, I will be able to.
It's also faster to go back the other way, too, anyway.
I'm actually not too sure about that. I get the feeling Peach is actually ahead of us.
Is he?
I'm almost at the puddle.
Yeah, we're already at the door. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is faster.
Well, I also had to fight a couple enemies.
Oh, well. Yeah.
Okay.
Wiggly stone man.
Okay, now... Do I have to turn the password off to see NPC summons?
Yes.
We determined that?
Yes.
Okay.
Wiggly stone man.
Okay, over here.
I've got a corpse friend.
We can't see it.
So, turn the password off. Then use dried finger. And it appears right away.
Okay.
There you go.
Witch Beatrice, who used to have more content involving her. There used to be a part of the game where you could meet her in the past when she was a kid, but they removed it. Yeah, she'll catch up to us.
She is stupid useful for this fight.
Oops. That's okay. I'm alive.
She makes this fight, which is already pretty easy, fucking pathetic.
Yeah, I mean, I brought my own sorceries too, so we'll see how easy this is.
I have a fire orb and 16 fire balls.
I have dung.
I don't think that's
Your
gonna help.
contributions are so appreciated, Tyler.
Okay, here we go. And you can actually see this creature earlier on in the game, but you can't fight it or interact with it until now. But it's actually pretty powerful. It shoots laser beams. Speaking of which, get my shield out.
We're not doing any damage to it.
It's not taking damage?
Oh crap, I talked to myself. Whoops. That's
Oh shit.
There we go. It took damage.
Huh. Maybe it wasn't vulnerable yet. It was still the very beginning of the fight. Okay.
Guys, I'm helping. I poisoned myself. What?
Did you fucking...
Yes, I did. I
Shield.
toxic myself a mistake.
Oh, my
Shield.
God. Time.
heal. Okay, it's landing. Get ready to bash its face in. For anyone without ranged attacks, this is your only hope of hurting it, is to wait until it lands. But if you wait too long, it'll munch on these flowers and heal itself.
Oh, that's what it's doing. I had no clue it did that.
Why do you think it lands?
Because it was
rest.
tired. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got a sunlight medal, a humanity. It's probably the items that I got from the Capra demon that I missed.
Now, for some reason, the moonlight butterfly, which is what that boss is, it has like some of the most stuff you can make from its soul. Because you can make a spear, a shield, a spear and a shield out of it, I should say.
Can't you also make like a knife and a scythe out of it too?
No,
No.
I think it can make 3 things. I think it's a spear, the shield, and maybe a catalyst?
I don't know, but I'm going to read its soul description right now. Soul of the mystical moonlight butterfly, which flitters in the dark root garden. Special beings have special souls. The butterfly's soul is a creation of Seath the Scaleless, used to acquire a huge amount of souls or to create a unique weapon. We're actually going to be meeting a bunch more moonlight butterflies later in the game after we first meet Seath, which makes me wonder why this moonlight butterfly in particular has a unique soul. Not sure why, but they become a normal enemy later. Makes you wonder why the Taurus demon and Capra demon didn't give unique souls.
It can make 2 things, not 3. I was wrong.
Okay, but Seath the Scaleless was mentioned in the item description. Seath the Scaleless is kind of a mad scientist of sorts. In his quest for immortality, because remember we mentioned that the dragon's made of stone and that they're everlasting, that they're never born and never die. Well, Seath, whenever he was born, however he was born without the scales that make other dragons immortal. So he's incredibly jealous of them for that. So he betrayed them and told Gwyn how to kill them. That being with lightning. And then you come up here, and we find a statue of a guy that looks exactly like Andre, and who also has a smithy.
Now, and through interviews and through lore books and stuff, we have already determined that the fact that he looks like Andre is not important at all. And it was simply a reused asset because it was easy to use. Effectively, he is just a random smith. He is not related to Andre in any way. We already know that.
But this isn't the only petrified blacksmith that we find, and this one's carrying the Watchtower basement key and the Divine Ember.
True,
We'll also meet another petrified blacksmith later in the game that was also holding an ember. In fact, I think we meet 2 more. Yeah, I remember where the other one is now. So there's just a bunch of petrified blacksmiths who had embers. And I think someone was trying to keep those embers out of people's hands and was going around targeting blacksmiths.
Although we never get any word as to why he's petrified exactly. Because that would be inferred that he got cursed, right?
Well, there's only 2 creatures in the whole game that can curse. Basilisk and Seath.
Yeah, right.
So it's probably Seath. I mean, the moonlight butterfly was here.
Right, so what, Seath didn't want anyone to have access to the Divine Ember?
I guess not. Well, let's read the description of it. Let's see, Divine Ember. Ember required for weapon ascension. Divine embers are property of the church and intended for divine blacksmiths, which Andre is, so we can bring this to him. Ascends +5 on a weapon to a divine weapon. Divine weapons are for undead hunting, used against undead and the pawns of necromancers, like skeletons. So yeah, I wonder why he didn't want people to have this.
To help safeguard Nito. If no one can kill the skeletons, he's safe.
I suppose it's true. Now, real quick before we go, I want to test something. I want to destroy the stuff in this tower. Oh, okay. They fixed that. It used to be that when you destroyed the stuff in this watchtower, it would all slowly slide to the edge of the tower and fall off. Just glide across the ground. It used to be pretty funny to watch. But yeah, that's all there is to do here. The only point in coming this way at all was to get the Watchtower basement key, which you don't need if you have the master key, or to get the Divine Ember, which you don't need. So this whole area was completely optional. So now we just gotta go all the way back to the bonfire so I can help Tyler and Kaze beat this boss. Not that it's a hard boss to begin with. Most people solo it. Running out of things to talk about.
Hey, I just looked something up. I know that there's actually a way to tell what creatures are considered godlike in Dark Souls. And I can't believe we didn't realize it earlier.
Is it their size?
No. It's what takes more damage from a cult. Because a cult was specifically designed to hunt the gods.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that upgrade path.
Yep. And in Dark Souls 1, Silver Knights, Black Knights, the Sentinels, Gwendolyn, Ornstein, and Gwyn all take more damage from a cult.
But not Seath or Nito or the Bed of Chaos.
Correct.
Interesting.
So they're not gods. Gwyn is.
Well, Gwyn is more godlike.
Yeah.
That doesn't make him a god. Like, you never fight a real god in this game. You don't fight Velka.
I mean, that's like the only one we can point at and be like, well, that's definitely a god. But only because she's not here? Because all of the wikis list a lot of characters that you actually interact with as gods. Which makes sense. And there's another thing about Ornstein that sets him apart from Smile and everyone else that makes him seem more godlike. If you feed his soul to one of the serpents, it only gives you one back. But Smiles gets you 8,000.
Actually, no, that has nothing to do with godliness. That actually has to do with Framp's personal preferences. Like, he'll actually give you less souls if you feed him anything related to Seath because he hates Seath. And he'll give you more souls for things related to Gwyn because he's friends with him.
Wouldn't Ornstein have been related to him? Because he only gives you one for him, but he gives you 8,000 for Smile.
Well, Ornstein's a dragon slayer, right?
Yeah.
That might be a reason for Framp not to like him.
Maybe.
Yeah, but I'm going to pick up this item real quick, and it's going to make a bunch of tree people wake up. It's just a large soul of a nameless soldier. It's not even worth picking up. It's just a trap. I'm just going to run away from them. In fact, how about I shoot them with magic? We'll see how well this does. Damn it. Oh wow, I do so little damage. My casting is so slow. Look at that. It took like 10 casts to kill one tree person. I should probably take off these sorceries until I raise my intelligence higher. Let's put on my pyromancy flame instead. I only have one fireball, but that's fine. Okay. Put my password back on. And sign is down. Okay, the next thing that I want to do after I help you guys defeat the Moonlight Butterfly is to go kill Havel. Because I'll probably just equip the Drake Sword and use that on him. You guys there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Sorry,
I'm
my
trying.
Go ahead.
I was trying to figure out what the actual lore definition of a god is. And it seems based on the souls of the lords. Because as far as the lore is concerned, when his children and anyone related to him are gods, it is a very specific race.
Well, yeah, I mean, those are all the people who have the... I think it's the light soul?
But yeah, that includes things like the Silver Knights. The men inside the armor were of the god race.
Well, they were of the race called God.
Yeah. But that is like... It's both a title that can be granted based on an individual's merit, as well as an actual living race.
Are we gonna take out the giants first, in case we get invaded?
Yeah, let's do that.
Especially with Kalen's luck.
Yeah, right. No, my luck, Raspberry Boy is about to come back in, too. Raspberry Boy.
My evil doppelganger pyromancer.
Yeah, who just, like, rolled up in black iron armor and started spitting poison. I'm like, okay, that's not Tyler. I thought you were, like, fucking around just trying to do invasions while you were waiting. I'm like, god damn it, Tyler, why would you feed me? That is not Tyler.
I'm dead. I thought I could poise break the giant, but 3 attacks didn't do a thing to him. Alright, I'll let you know when I got my sign back down.
Alright.
A lot of the time,
We murdered the shit out of them.
Yep. Also, when I run out of things, is really. Oh, I died too. That's okay.
I have the greatest combat allies.
I'm gonna probably I'm trying to get my faith up so that I can actually like do a faith. I don't know. I want maybe faith and strength. I'm not really sure, but
I've done that. I've run it as a paladin of lightning.
Can I be if I'm running around as like the disgusting person that I am with Dun? Can I be a poopy paladin? I'll be a poopy paladin.
That sounds like it should be Aaron Hansen's OC. Just throwing that out.
My sound's down that little island puddle thing, so.
Oh.
But.
Okay, I was standing here basically at a complete stalemate with these 3 tree people who were blocking the way, and I couldn't do anything to them. Through one fireball, all 3 of them died.
I just saw that. That was brutal. Christ, you are frightening, Tyler.
What?
I'm resummoning him, and just that fucking mask, the sack mask, and his chest hair.
Okay, my sign's down.
Just horrifying. Hi.
Hello.
You strange red child.
So I'm not sure why, but the stream health this time around has been yellow the entire time.
Well, that's no good.
Unlike last time, it was green for most of the time. I think it might have to do with me running through Restream and not actually restreaming.
That shouldn't have that much of an effect on it. I mean, how many frames does it say you've dropped?
It doesn't tell me on YouTube. I don't have OBS open. I have YouTube open so I can see the chat.
Well, because you can see your stream health on OBS too.
I would have to stop and go look at it.
Oh, okay. I mean, the stream itself always runs about... I mean, I think it runs like 20 frames a second, 26 frames a second, something like that. Because it's definitely not running 60.
Okay,
But...
well, give me a second. I'm gonna run over to the tree and wait for you guys.
Over what tree?
What tree?
The wiggly tree that... Oh wait, you guys killed it already.
Yeah, we're going up. I can do all that stuff solo. That's nothing.
You want to handle both of the knights down there and all the frog things to get the wolf ring?
I could just run past them. I don't need to actually fight any of them.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah.
At least you won't get invaded with the boss dead.
Yeah.
You summoning Beatrice?
I am finger.
Shining finger.
I didn't even have to take off the password this time.
Oh, you didn't?
So I wonder if they adjusted that.
I didn't see an update happen when I booted the game up.
Yeah, because it wouldn't show us Solaire's, but it showed this one.
Maybe Solaire's was there and we just didn't go check? I forget the exact situation we were in.
Maybe. I don't know.
Anyway, I'm gonna get my pyromancy flame out.
Okay, yeah, remember, don't attack immediately, because for some reason it won't take damage. What's up, you great fruity bitch? Beatrice, it's right there, hit it. Beatrice. Beatrice? Hey.
Okay.
Beatrice?
Should be vulnerable now.
Okay, gonna heal, gonna heal.
I'm pretty sure the Moonlight Butterfly focuses on the host. So the host should focus on defense. Okay, why aren't my fireballs doing any damage? There we go. That didn't do much at all.
My god.
Yeah, fire doesn't seem to do anything to it, for the most part.
Oh, it's
Well, it does
landing.
a little bit. Yeah.
Meet my claymore. Look at that. Okay, it's
Get away.
exploding. It's exploding.
Get away. There we go. Of course,
Wait.
Beatrice wasn't smart enough to do that.
Wait, it didn't explode.
It did explode.
It did?
Yeah.
I didn't see it on my end.
Oh.
Oh,
God.
laser. You can roll through it.
Oh.
Oh, I wasn't fast enough.
I run through it.
Oh, that almost killed me. Oh, god damn it.
It's almost dead. There we go.
Oh, it's stuck in animations.
We beat up a butterfly.
Yeah. Aren't you proud of yourself? You know, I'm sure.
They're pretty passive butterfly too.
You know, I'm sure they must have been cackling to themselves at FromSoft when they were designing this boss. They're like, so many people are going to die to a butterfly.
Giant fuck off butterfly.
Okay.
Just butterfly.
And for completing somebody else's boss, for fulfilling your duty, as it's put in some other games, I get all of my Estus Flask and spell uses back. So that's a really good strategy. If you're like at the boss wall and you're almost out of flasks, just put your sign down, help somebody else kill the boss to survive, and you'll get all of your flasks and spells back.
I'm waiting by the puddle for your guys' stuff.
I just put my sign down.
You have your password on. Okay.
I was summoned by this one guy who did not know how to do the sword shaking gesture. He just kept putting his shield up. And even after he summoned somebody else who knew how to do it, I kept trying to tell him, no, you're doing it wrong. Double hand your weapon. But he just did not get it.
Unfortunate for him.
Just waiting to be summoned. There we go.
Why are you this?
I am this.
Why are you this?
I am everything. I am the truth.
If you're everything, can I be nothing? I really, really want to be nothing. Because if you are everything, I do not want to be anything. They always go straight for that spell.
That they do.
Yeah, I'm just gonna become a lumberjack now.
That time he didn't. That time he came out swinging.
Come on. There we go.
Alright, let's go to the boss then.
You don't want help with the wolf ring either?
No, I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
Yeah, but to address a point that was made, I think, 2 hours ago. If Havel isn't weak to fire or lightning, he's probably weak to bludgeoning.
So get a big stick and hit him.
Yeah.
He might not be weak to anything, you know.
Well, I've been trying to come up with a good bludgeoning weapon to use. I've been considering the reinforced club. Oh, I noticed another change they made.
Yeah.
It used to be in Dark Souls 1 that the Morning Star did piercing damage.
Yeah.
They fixed it. It does bludgeoning damage now.
Good. Still not vulnerable.
Okay, I think I have to wait for it to stop moving in order to hit it with the fireball.
I died.
Of course you did.
Yep.
Who else but Raspberry Boy? Well, one of us had to get killed by the butterfly.
At some point, yeah.
Oh.
And I was the one most likely to do it.
That's weird.
What?
We didn't succeed, but I got all my flasks and casts back anyway.
Maybe that just happens every time, maybe, or something.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're low on flasks or spells, get summoned, do fuck all, and then you'll have all your stuff back. Weird. Well, my sign's back down.
I'm coming.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have a lot of farming to do between episodes again. I got some spells to buy. I have a pyromancy flame to get all the way to plus 10. If not plus 15, because I forget how high Laurentius can take it.
10.
I thought the other pyromancy merchant just ascended it.
Yeah, that's what it is, isn't it? Because you get it to it's a plus 10, then it becomes, you know, like it goes back up to.
I think ascended plus 5.
Yeah, I think that's what happens. Like,
or it could be wrong. I don't know.
I remember something like that.
Now, I'm pretty sure you get it to plus 15, and then you ascend it into a different kind of pyromancy flame, which is just plus 0. And then you get that to plus 5, and that's as strong as it gets. For a max of plus 20.
So you're getting your sign down then, Kaze?
Yeah, it's down.
Weird, I haven't seen it yet. Why does this random frog come up?
You must have heard all the noise.
Yeah, okay, so it is plus 15, and then you can ascend it to another plus 5.
Okay. Yeah, we can walk around this way, though, to avoid most of the giants.
Yeah. We'll have to kill one, but that'll be it.
Not a problem at all.
Raspberries.
Raspberries.
Ow.
You know, Raspberry Boy seems like the kind of character who'd be a villain in a cereal commercial.
There's another dickhead following me, but I don't think we actually have to fight him.
Yeah, and Beatrice is gone now.
Did you use the finger?
Tried finger.
Finger. Fucking Christ. Why? Why do I have to keep using that thing? It should always be active. Infinite finger. Why isn't it infinite finger?
Also known as Ninja Brian?
Infinite finger. Okay, I'll watch it this time.
Oh, I just came up with the most inappropriate joke. I really shouldn't say it.
You should. You should say it. Say it.
There's a reason which Beatrice doesn't show up unless you give her the finger.
You got a finger. Just to make her come? What? Sorry.
Well,
Great.
well, the fingers do start off dry.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. Now, Raspberry Boy, you need to have a bit more self-preservation this time around.
I am.
Now, when I do finally start getting restreaming on Twitch to work properly, do you want me to write your name in the title as featuring King Ironside instead of Tyler?
Well, I mean, I've always preferred if you used my internet name to begin with in general. It's just, it's sort of like, has not been like that for like ages. But yeah, that's fine.
Okay, get away.
Yeah, the range on that explosion actually isn't that wide at all.
I'm not seeing the explosion happen on my screen.
I don't see it charging, but I see it happen.
Oh, it died right before its laser got to me.
Soul of the moonlight butterfly.
Not that it matters, because that was a full health.
Butterfly. Butterfly. Why can't I see... I'm confused. Because I can see this castle from the bonfire, but I can't see the bonfire from this castle. I don't get that.
Well, because
Maybe
the
you're not
castle is
actually
much
seeing that
bigger.
castle.
No, it is because that's exactly where the moonlight butterfly came from. He's sitting on top of the castle before you fight him, and you can see it from the bonfire.
Yes?
Yeah.
I
I'm
did
saying.
mention that, and you can see it before you fight it. Yeah,
Maybe I can see it from the maybe I can see it from the very, very top.
Yeah, because on my screen right now, well, it has to catch up for you guys, but on my screen right now is the tower where the moonlight butterfly normally hangs out, and it flies all the way over to there right before the boss starts, and then descends in order to fight you when you pass through the fog wall. I don't actually know what that building up there is, but once you kill the moonlight butterfly, the one that's on that tower goes away. So, you know that they're one and the same because of that reason.
Yeah, that's definitely not the castle you can see, though. Because if you look at where you actually go...
Yeah, it wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah. It's the complete wrong direction.
So it just moves down. To the
Yeah,
one
it flies
down there?
over.
Okay.
It's just probably perched up there, waiting to see anyone that comes to that top of that castle, and then it just flies over. That's why it enters
Yeah,
the arena from above.
Yeah, because Seath just left it there to protect the Divine Ember. Yeah,
Yep.
basically.
For some reason.
Yeah.
So what's our next thing?
Well, I am going to explore the rest of the Darkroot Garden. In fact, I think I'm going to go down to the Darkroot Basin instead, actually. And fight Havel.
Yeah, because it's 5:37 already.
Yeah, so we're getting close to the end of the stream already.
About 20 minutes left. That should be enough time to deal with Havel.
But definitely.
Or the other fun thing that's down there.
Which one?
Yeah, there are two. I mean, there's a knight, and then there's Wiggles.
Yep. Okay, so how many purple moss clumps have I gotten from these things so far? I have 4 regular ones and 1 blooming purple moss clump, which is important for toxic. So there will be toxic things down there. I'm probably going to want at least 5 blooming ones and at least 20 regular ones before we go to the depths. So I will be farming for those between sessions. When are we playing next?
Well, tomorrow I have an interview at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so I don't know if I'm going to be back in time for the start of it. I'll have to let you know what time I get back.
I
We might have time.
totally missed this item. It's just a large soul of a nameless soldier, though. That's fine. So, what time does your interview end?
No idea.
No idea.
No, but it starts at 2, though.
Starts
I
at
don't
2.
Yeah. I don't imagine it's going to take more than, I don't know, an hour. It'll probably be like 20 minutes. And it's only up in Brookfield, as far as I know, the actual place for it. So it should only... Yeah.
If you can help me get restreaming and video chat set up tonight, then I can just play Final Fantasy VI tomorrow instead. Finally get that started. And we'll just do Dark Souls on Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday's good for me. Because I have a phone call that I'm going to be getting at 3, so we're going to have to start later that day.
Okay.
So we'll probably start at 4 on Wednesday.
How high do you think I should get my faith? I mean, I need 50 to cast the strongest faith spell, but...
What is it now?
20.
Oh.
Yeah.
25 then?
I don't know. I guess 20, 25, I guess.
Because what I'm going to do myself... I don't know why I came this way. What I'm going to do myself is I'm going to get all of my important stats, so everything except vitality and resistance, to 20. That way I can at least show off most of the stuff in the beginning of the game, like all the spells and weapons and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so this way, right here, is kind of a hidden little section off the beaten path where you come up here, and this leads to this big wide valley. You can see a lake in the distance. This is Darkroot Basin. And the name of the place should be showing up in just a few seconds. You can see lots of bloom in the distance. Yep, Darkroot Basin. And there's a crystal lizard over there that I always have difficulty catching.
Throw a fireball at it. It'll knock it on its back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that killed it instantly.
That works.
Okay, 2 twinkling titanites and 2 large titanite shards. There we go.
Oh, that makes me happy. I got the Black Knight shield.
Black Knight shield.
Yep, and you come down here, and there's 3 different paths. The one you just came from, a middle one, and a lower one. If you take the middle one, you can drop off this ledge here. And I believe this is a bow. I think it's a longbow. It's the leather armor set, a longbow, and 16 feather arrows. Which, feather arrows, if I recall correctly,
They just fly faster, right?
They fly farther and faster, but they're weaker than standard arrows. And there's also wooden arrows that no one uses, which are the weakest arrows of all, and they're just really, really cheap. I never buy wooden arrows. But yeah, do I have the dex for the longbow? Because if I do, I'm probably just gonna upgrade to it. I do. I have exactly enough. Yeah, but it's weaker than my current short bow +5, but not by much. I'm gonna have to upgrade it.
Havel can't step outside of the tower, right?
I think he can step out a little bit.
I think he gets caught on the door because of his size, actually.
Okay, Black Knight has already seen me. Yeah, there's a Black Knight down here, and he's got a halberd. They're actually the hardest ones to deal with, because they have some fucking dogs.
Man, they have dogs? God damn.
They have some very difficult to predict attack patterns, and they're difficult to parry as well.
Backstab.
Havel actually has it actually takes quite a bit of damage from lightning, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
That is surprising.
Yeah, because like one hit.
Sorry.
I was gonna say that like I did about 1/8 of his health with a lightning bolt, so I mean it's better than a sword.
Now, the important thing to keep in mind about the Black Knights is that the one-time only Black Knights that you fight throughout most of the game will automatically add their drops to your inventory upon death. You don't have to pick them up, which is really cool. So, if you want, you can just backstab them when they're near a ledge, and if they fall to their deaths, they'll get their stuff anyway. That's what most people do, they just kick them off. I got it, I got the halberd.
Nice.
And a blue Titanite chunk.
Oh, and I don't know if I told you before how I was talking about like thinking if I was going to switch strictly to YouTube streaming or stick to Twitch streaming. After thinking about it a long time, after like going through everything, I am going to be staying with Twitch actually, for one specific reason, and that's just because Twitch has a little bit older of an audience, and I prefer that over what YouTube gets you most of the time. So that's why I'm sticking with it.
Well, most of my following is on YouTube right now.
Oh, I understand.
So I'm gonna start by just restreaming to both YouTube and Twitch and see what that gets me.
Turns out. Yeah.
Now, the item that I just picked up is the Grass Crest Shield. This is such a great shield because it doesn't have the best physical damage reduction. It's only 95%, which it's still good. But the main benefit of it is its special effect. It slightly speeds your stamina recovery. We did mention this earlier, but with the equipped, I appear to have something else on that's overriding the Grass Crest Shield aura. Let me take the wolf ring off. Yeah, these green little aurora-like lights. Northern lights, and those green arrows in the top left corner indicate that my stamina now recovers faster than normal. So if I do a couple back steps, you can see it fills up just slightly faster than before. It's barely noticeable unless you do side-by-side comparisons. But you can also get the Chloranthy ring, which boosts it even faster, and use green blossoms, which temporarily boost it even more. So you can have a stamina build. But I am going to be sticking with my heater shield unless this one has higher stability. Which it does not. So, heater shield for me, at least for now. Also, in this tunnel here, there's going to be a bonfire. Probably the least used bonfire in the entire game. Apart from a few boss bonfires that you just teleport away from. Now, I can rest at this, because that Black Knight's not going to come back. I'm going to kindle it. But at the end of this tunnel is going to be an elevator that takes us to the other side of the Valley of Drakes. Which we'll have to deal with that place later when I'm strong enough to handle them.
Yeah, because I'm going to have to switch out my Balder side sword at some point, since it's just really not doing very good for me anymore. I need something a little bit stronger.
Yeah, but...
I mean,
Sorry.
I would love to use my Dark Knight Ultra Great Sword, but there's no fucking way that's happening.
Okay, but the route that I was originally going to take was I was going to take the Valley of Drakes to that elevator, hit that bonfire, fight the Black Knight, and then I would be here. Then I would just go up the ledges and be at Darkroot Garden. Right next to Andre's blacksmith. And then you come over to this area, which is filled with more of Seath's little abominations. I don't know why this place is so Seath themed. But as long as we don't go near them, I don't think they'll bother us. No, I don't think any of them have noticed us. But there's these crystal golems hanging around this place that they're really slow, but they can kill you pretty easily, especially if more than one of them notice you.
Mostly, and some of them they all have access to like area of effect attacks, which can be hard to deal with.
Well, close burst attacks, no ranged attacks at all, but yeah. And this is the bottom of the watchtower, at the top of which, I wonder if I can see the top of this tower from here. Because at the top of this exact tower, yeah, wow, this tower looks really short from this side. Because the top of this tower is where the archers from the Taurus demon battle are supposed to be. But look how short this tower looks. Oh, there's the rest of it. It gets thinner as it goes up. Okay, but you don't even see the wall where you fight the Taurus demon from this angle. But yeah, we could have come down here and fought Havel at the beginning of the game using the Master's Key. But this is the way you're supposed to meet him. Like, you can already see him moving around the other side of the door, waiting for me. And if I wanted to, I could kill him through the door. Look, it just did 63 damage to him. And now I got him all pissed off. Okay, but here we go. Let's get... Is the Drake Sword stronger than my current weapon? It's not. My Claymore plus 5 is actually stronger. But I'm going to be farming for backstabs anyway, so it doesn't really matter what I use. In fact, if I'm going to be farming for backstabs, I wonder if I can just use the Demon's Great Axe. Oh no, I don't want to equip something that heavy or I won't be able to roll. Okay, I think I'm good with what I got. Okay, we'll open this door. Now where is he?
He's right to the right at the inside of the door.
Well, I didn't know if he had reset to his default location yet. Okay, we'll just roll right into him. You should roll right past his weapon, you'd be right behind him, and stab him in the back. You can also parry him, but I don't know how to do that.
It's risky.
Uh-oh. Oh, I broke his poise. Lucky me. Stop barking. Okay, I've got him over half dead. Oh god, fucking dogs.
That's not too bad.
How loud
really
are they over the mic?
I mean, they're very clearly able to be heard. But
They're not as loud as you are.
Yeah, right.
Okay, that's what I was worried about, because they sound really loud on my end. Okay, he's almost dead. One more normal attack should Finish him off. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. They're gonna point down at him. Fuck you. And here we have the single most overused ring in Dark Souls 1. Havel's Ring. This raises your equip load without you having to raise your endurance. So now I can actually put armor on.
This ring was named after Havel the Rock, Lord Gwyn's old battlefield compatriot. Havel's men wore the ring to express faith in their leader and to carry a heavier load.
Yeah. Now, a few questions regarding the character that we just killed is whether or not that was actually Havel, since the description of the ring says that all of Havel's men wear it. It could have just been one of Havel's men. We might not have ever actually met him. And we do meet multiple characters throughout the Dark Souls series wearing that armor. But this is the only one who ever carries this ring. So who knows whether that was the real Havel or not.
Well, we know, based on some other lore, that the original Havel was locked up. So that does point to there being a bigger chance that that's actually him.
Yeah, but it seems like a pitiful place to lock him up. If he's that strong, he should have been able to bust out on his own. Unless he hollowed and was too stupid to figure out how.
Which is a definite possibility.
Okay, so wearing the Havel's ring increases your equip load by 150%. So now that my equip load is 79.5, I can equip up to 19.8 pounds and still be able to roll quickly. 19.8. That's a quarter of my equip load. So let's see what I can wear. Can wear the leather armor. Hollow soldier armor. Most of this stuff is still too heavy. I can wear the chain armor, which for some reason makes my boobs enormous. Might as well. Let's see. This one will make it exactly 19.3. What number did I say it was? 19.8?
I don't recall.
Hollow soldier waistcloth. And I don't think there's anything that weighs less than a pound that I can put on. But this should do for now. I mean, I'm not playing Fashion Souls here. Yes, but I'm finally wearing stuff. And I can still fast roll. Look at that. Awesome.
I'm not sure what just happened, but your audio volume just, like, cut in half, PJ.
Yeah, I just noticed that myself, yeah.
Oh, and now it just went back up.
Don't know why. Wait. I'm gonna start talking and rolling at the same time. Talking. How did I sound there?
Fine.
Weird. Okay. But yeah, you come up these long spiral stairs, and you end up in the Undead Burg. The Undead Burg name pops up. But yeah, most people fight Havel like right at the beginning of the game using the Master Key, but they have a very difficult time of it because at that point he one-shots you. In fact, at most points he one-shots you, because the weapon he was using is called the Dragon's Tooth, and it's just ridiculously powerful in anyone's hands. Yeah, but now that I actually have armor and the wolf ring, I now have 56 poise, which means that enemies won't constantly be interrupting my attacks as I attempt to attack them. Okay, now I just gotta get back to the bonfire that I seem to end every single stream at.
It really does feel like that, doesn't it?
I always end at the Undead Burg bonfire.
There's just a lot of places you can get to from there, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take my faith to 30.
What do we want? Our I'm assuming we're all gonna be doing soul grinding using the preferred method.
Yeah.
What do we want to take our levels to at max?
I'm probably only going to level up 5 times.
That's all?
Well, I want to stay within the recommended soul ranges per area that are the averages, so that I can help other players with bosses between sessions.
Okay. Why specifically help other players with bosses?
It's a great way to earn souls and soft humanity. Not that I need any more soft humanity, but, you know, souls.
I mean, the souls you can get easier just using the normal grind. Like, way faster.
Well, I'm about to level up right now, but I could probably get all 5 of my levels right now. So, let's see. Let me get Int and Faith both to 12. Actually, let's just get them both to 13, and that'll be all my levels. Now I should be able to cast some miracles, right?
No. I think, like, even the first offensive miracle, it takes 15 faith, I believe.
What about non-offensive miracles?
Which ones are worthwhile for that?
Homeward.
Great heal, exert.
Regular heal.
I think heal takes 18.
Regular heal? Don't you start with that if you pick the cleric?
I don't know, but you can check. I might be completely off.
Well, I'd have to go buy it from Petrus.
Well, I have it already. Let me just check. Heal, huh? Basic heal?
Yep.
Okay, basic heal takes 12.
Okay.
Great heal expert takes 14.
Yeah, so now I have the miracle heal, which in the original Dark Souls 1 was one of the only ways for phantoms to heal themselves without using a humanity item or relying on the host to drink an Estus flask.
Yes, and Great Lightning Spear takes 30, and Lightning Spear takes 20.
Oh, this game is an asshole. It just, for some reason, unselected my window while I was doing the grind, and the mage just blasted me in the back 3 times while I was trying to...
You know, I had that same bug for the longest time when I first started playing.
Again. What the fuck is going on?
You know, it just now started happening to you?
Yeah. It just happened 2 times within like 20 seconds.
I don't know, but that same bug used to happen to me periodically when I played Dark Souls 2 on PC. But it hasn't done that to me for a while. When was the last time you updated your computer?
It's been a while.
Yeah,
every time I do, it almost always goes wrong in some way.
Same here, but you should probably do it anyway.
I mean, the only updates right now are security updates, which I'm not concerned about. And Christ, like...
you're secure enough in your sexuality for that.
Motherfucker. But that, like, I know I have a graphics driver update, but every time I've tried to reinstall this particular driver, it's led to a day of work just to get everything working again. I tell you guys what I had to do the last time?
I don't recall.
I had to take out my actual graphics card. I had to put in the spare one from my old tower because the computer, for some reason, would run that by default, but not the graphics card it came with. I had to then download and install the new driver for my original graphics card with the old graphics card installed. hold on. And then I had to reinstall the original card again. It was like an hour and a half of swapping cards, downloading and installing drivers, and then swapping back.
Huh. Well, I think that kind of beats what happened to me the last time I updated Windows. Last time I updated Windows, I needed to use a separate piece of software in order to get the colors of my left monitor to look right again. And all of my file types were no longer associated with default programs.
That's weird.
Yes, I'm still finding new file types that don't open with a default program.
That's really weird.
Yeah, but it's not the first time it's happened. I don't know. Computers are fucking weird.
Yeah, they are.
But this is where we're going to have to end the stream.
Yes,
Yep, so
exactly.
I'm gonna wave bye to the camera, and we will see you guys all back again Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another 3 hours of Dark Souls, where we'll be going into the depths.
The depths.
The depths.
The depths.
Seriously, thank you, everybody. See you later.
Yep, so bye.